Dear Father in the heavens, please forgive me for what I am about to do. There has been a loyal, faithful servant of yours that has fallen to the wayside. We'll have to break his angel wings off and put them in the trash and put a little bit of kerosene on them and light them. He's been a naughty little boy. And Jehovah, he's just bad. This guy needs to be exposed. Who by? The crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger. Yes, I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And I didn't get it going on Rumble, which I can't do anything about now. That's very disappointing. Normally streaming on 6 different platforms, but today we're streaming on 5. Still get the message out there and we'll get therapy. Now, what is up with my Avengers? They're in the chat room waiting for me to get in here and start doing what I do well. Now, if you haven't been keeping up current events, pal, I haven't had any sleep. I'm tired. I'm going to make a hash of this one. But this one's a really important blog. I've got my orange t-shirt on. And by the way, if you want to buy some of my merch, you can go to store.deheck.com. And I actually sold my first t-shirt the other day. But it does make me wonder what type of person would actually want to buy a t-shirt with no scam on it and walk around in public. So I presume it might be for evening wear or night wear or pajamas. I don't know. But I've got to work on a few new logos because normally my merch store would be underneath the videos and you'd be able to click on stuff. But because I've got the word scam on it, for some reason, YouTube won't allow me to have my merch on their merch store facility, which I'm still trying to get my head around. Oh my goodness. Well, I went to bed last night at 4:30 a.m. What time did you go to bed? And I'm sitting here thinking, what am I do this to myself? I don't want to have a stroke like Chavez. So I've got to be careful. However, I sort of had to do an urgent email, had to create a thumbnail for an important blog. And but this video is all about, yes, Mike Popovich, an evangelist. A scammer evangelist, a person that preys and is a predator. He even admits he's got his flavor of people he likes going after, the single mum. Now, I had to use single mum terminology because that's what he says. He was brought up in a family of 7 and his mum was single. And she, they found it hard to survive. And he's always got a thing where he wants to help the single mother. So he did help himself to a single mother. He got her to give him $10,000. And then the paperwork was really weird, which we're going to show you. The other thing we've caught him with his pants down, not that a minister of God would have his pants down. God forgive me, Danny. They had 1,500, what seemed like fake accounts underneath the affiliate system that they were promoting. The affiliate system at one point, I say one point because they claim it changed, was giving away 92% of the money. Yes, this was all about multi-level marketing. Who needs money to run the platform? No one. 8% of the money was going to be used to run and promote VIDME. They even claimed that they had purchased the trademark VIDME. Now, VIDME, if you go to, don't do this, don't do it, I'm telling you, don't go to vid.me because that is an old company with the same name who seems to have sold their domain name to some sort of adult site. And I'm sure Mike's been there. Mike, you're a man of the cloth. I get sick of these TV style evangelists doing their thing, telling you that they really care about you. And people have written me emails about what I'm doing, telling you you're a horrible man, Mr. DeHeck. How do you sleep at night exposing this faith-based scammer? And I said, quite well, I don't go to sleep very much. So I probably not very well. I do sleep very well. Actually, when I go to bed, I black out. Anyway, that's a different story. But, you know, what are we meant to do? Are we meant to have a horrible person standing on the stage preaching to us? Don't listen to me, you're going to hell. Oh no, that was the church I went to. But is that what a faith-based, Ponzi scheme, multi-level marketing scammer is meant to do? Is he meant to be not a nice person? Or is he meant to be as lovely as pie And then everything that comes out of his mouth is to manipulate you, gaslight you into thinking, oh, I need to invest to get into the heavens and the pearly gates are open. Well, as I said at the beginning of this video, that Mike's wings have been broken off, snapped off. In fact, he's a fallen angel. I don't know, somebody called me the Antichrist the other day. I don't really want to call him the Antichrist because I'll upset his fan club. Look, the fan club will believe anything. They just can't help themselves. Now, how come my chat room's not working? I can hear blip, blip, blip in the chat room over here. But when I look over here, it's not here. So I do help. So I've had 4.5 hours sleep. This is not going to be very good. We're going to go here. And I said, look, just to give you an idea of what it's like being a crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger, in the last 24 hours, I have published 6 blogs. My website has around about, I haven't even counted them lately, but I know it's excess of 1,300 blogs. Yesterday, I published the biggest blog I think I've ever published before about an individual. And we've done the research, we've got the receipts, you can even download the court documents right from the very website, even the pitch decks, and we're going to have a look at that. But I thought it would be a great opportunity to have a wee look at the old site here and see exactly what we've got today. So last night at 4 o'clock, we decided we needed to do a blog in a hurry about Azneem Bilwani and his friend here, which is, I think, Seema, a dual. Oh, I can't even read his name. Let's read his name. Let's have a listen.
Abdulaziz Seema.
Oh, why do they have names that I can't pronounce? Abdullah Asima. So he works for Azneem Bilwani. Now, Azneem Bilwani is actually, I'm appearing in court today in Pakistan. Do you realise if you don't represent yourself in Pakistan courtrooms, they win by default? And it just so happens we have actually got somebody, working for us and representing ourselves, so these guys don't win by default. Now, when I say win by default, they don't want me putting content on the internet. Whoa! And they've actually put 3 court cases out there on my wall over here, even though we only received 2 of them. And that means now we've had them all merged into one. And today's D-Day, the 7th of August. I'm pretty sure it's 7th of August. But anyway, we've got representation, and that's Azneem Bilwani having a fight. And these photos, you might think are just photos of some people, but they don't want these photos online because they hide. It's amazing. Next one is, this was a really dumb one, and this is about Mike Popovich, trust me. But we get people going into Telegram groups telling us that I hear you're not happy with your current Ponzi scheme and scam. So I've got a new one for you to look at. And so we did a review on that. And then also Validus. Validus is a funny one. I've been talking to a lady by the name of Tracy, who's an Australian lady who claims that she's actually going to go after Validus in the courtroom. And she's got court documents, court numbers, case numbers, file numbers, and the whole 9 hours. I saw them last night when I was talking to her. So I thought I'd do a quick blog on Validus, just to make sure I got it right. Then I got carried away and I decided to send her a Google Doc so she could edit the blog. So the blog that I wrote was all wrong and had a lot of wrong information because it was about 2 years old. So she kindly updated the blog and we've republished it, which is quite exciting. Oh my goodness, who's that lady? That is Queen of Karma, who's creating her own images these days. She's like a child with the trainer wheels on, and she's taken some of the trainer wheels off and she's now creating these amazing images. So do check out her blogs. You'll see a lot more of Beth Gibbons' blogs, which is otherwise known as Queen of Karma. And the one that we're going to look at today is VIDME and the evangelistic style Mike Popovich. And this is actually breathtaking. For me, it's amazing. Upload and pray and get paid. Oh, I love these icons that I've been making, even if I do say so myself. He's crushing it. That's what do they call orange? And we're going to be looking at these thumbnails and these videos. I'm the best and the greatest. He's just saying that VIDME was going to be better than YouTube and all this sort of stuff. So I was imagining. And here he is outside the old Macca's, multi-level marketing, only $34.95. So we're going to have a look at that one. And the other one that we had a really good example with was Sharvis. Now, Sharvis has gone through my website and he's gone through my YouTube account and complained about every single video. It must have taken them hours. And we've wrote back to YouTube on every single one of them and said he's full of baloney. re-enable the, don't re-enable, but don't take the video off. And long story short, they took 2 videos off. The first one was basically the video where we really exposed him, even smoking and claiming that I caused him a, what do they call those things? A stroke. Quite hard case. Oh, I see what I've done wrong. Oh, now I can see the chat room. Very good. Anyway, so then that was quite interesting because they put the video back. They've never ever done that. Often once it goes off, and they took out of the 50 plus videos they complained about, one video got removed twice. So once it got removed the first time, I edited it a little bit and put it back online again. And then they took that video off as well because he complained because he doesn't want this video online. And then they said that they re-enabled the video after having a closer look because AI does everything these days. So anyway, so then I've gone back to them last night and said, well, if you're going to put that video back, why don't you put the original video back, even though they're identical? Which basically means now that we've now got the video online 4 times. And also, the last time we streamed the video live, so now we have it on 6 different streams at the same time. Basically means that when you search for Sharvis, it comes up, but we did actually do that. So then the other one that's really good news is Roy Conacher. I always say his name not quite right, I know, but I used to call him Roy Conarcher, so there's a step up in the game. He has been liquidated. Yes, the courts have stepped in and said, stop being a scammer. We're taking over the accounts and we're going to divvy up the money if there's any left. But unfortunately, I don't think there's any left. But gave Michelle, his cousin, some closure. And that there was quite a moving blog. It even brought a tear to my eye. So that's about it. So let's get stuck into the good stuff. Let's open up Mike Popovich's This Is Your Life moment, and let's have a look through here. And then I'll catch up with the comments in the chat room. And we'll see. Right, I'll just get that one there. So here he is standing on stage holding a video camera, and he's got the Bible in one hand, the choir behind him, and there's Danny DeHeck, aka the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger, standing there holding Scammer 101. Everything that comes out of his mouth, I've heard it before. Promised everything, deliver nothing. Nothing abnormal there. So let's have a look. Gave us some insight behind the folks. Oh, look at that. Oh, good. Oh, I sense a link. Oh, good on you, mate. If you've given us some intel, that's really, really cool. So you have to love these photos, and you can see this is me live. So let me enlarge the screen so we can have a read. This is going to be a cup of coffee moment. Anyway, why I started talking about blogs and doing 6 blogs in 24 hours, this is probably, I did tell you, I think. This is one of the biggest blogs I've actually ever done. But it's very condemning. And if you are a Mike lover and you love listening to the sermons and you're sitting there singing Kumbaya in the audience of Mike and you're thinking that this guy is just the bee's knees, well, I'm sorry, but you can keep doing that. There's no harm in that. Mike has been caught on a Zoom meeting. His Zoom meetings normally last, because I've got 5 of them below us here, for about 45 minutes. He was on a Zoom meeting earlier this week for over 2 hours. And he didn't say, I'm not guilty. He didn't say anything like that. Everyone was waiting for him to say, hey guys, I'm going to fight this. I'm not guilty. And they've got their wires crossed. He just said goodbye to everybody, which is a bit scary, isn't it? So, yeah, so check out the blog, and if you want to and you can, please do support me. I don't do this for YouTube clips, but I do want to do this full time. As I said, I was up to 4 o'clock, 4:30 last night. What do you call it? Getting this blog ready for your viewing pleasure, and also producing blogs. So I'm working really hard. So if you give me some money or donations, I promise you I'll make sure you go to heaven. That's where I'm going. Alrighty. I'm going to read some of it. $1 billion dream blurs the lines between ministry, marketing, and misleading claims. A platform more than YouTube. Hallelujah. Oh, I don't know if I can keep this up. Michael Popovich, the co-founder and the face of VIDME, claims he's building a platform that combines the best of YouTube, Netflix, Patreon, and Mind Valley, and even spirituality. There wasn't a link for that. For $34.99 a month, subscribers supposedly gain access to the world's education, creator content, and community-driven experiences. This has been promised for many months. I don't know if I did it justice, so I'm going to do what I normally do and read it because I'm dyslexic.
Michael Popovich, the co-founder and face of VIDME, claims he's building a platform that combines the best of YouTube, Netflix, Patreon, Mind Valley, and even spirituality. For $34.99 a month, subscribers supposedly gain access to world-class education, creator content, and community-driven experiences. This has been promised for many months.
Right. So Mind Valley has a lot of creator content on it, and you can basically sign up. And some of the creator content you can subscribe to. It's like the professional platform. But what they've done, they've gone to all these professionals and said, "Hey, give us your content, and I'll just chuck it in here and charge everyone a set fee of $34.99. And if you do that, we'll pay you for your content." This is the other one, Patreon, which you may not be familiar with, but I actually do have Patreon. I'm so lucky. No one's ever gone there and look. If you want to do Patreon, that's where people they might make claims and say that I'm doing this for the monies. I'm doing it for YouTube clicks. But if you want to be a proper Patreon hero, you've just got to dedicate your life to Patreon and build that build those. I don't know how to explain it. Build those. See, that blog don't work anymore. Build those relationships up. I'm going to get rid of that one because Buy Me a Cup of Coffee doesn't support me anymore. They don't love me. They listen to scammers. What I'm trying to say is it's a full-time job running a Patreon. Anyway, so that's what they said. So, but
But when you strip away the slick presentations, affiliate promises, and love vibes, what remains is a pattern of deceptive marketing, unverifiable claims, and troubling legal and ethical concerns.
oh, I love vibes. Ooh.
This expose reveals the facts Popovich doesn't want online.
Yep, it does. This is the stuff. So we've got court orders, accusation, and proven misconduct at the center of this investigation. Let's have a listen. Now, if you have been affected or you've given generously to Mike Popovich and you want to know where your money's gone, so do we. So reach out to us and tell us, did you pay for the fur coats and the handbags that the wife is wearing? Just asking.
At the center of this investigation is a legal filing that Michael Popovich cannot ignore. In July 2025, a civil case was opened under docket number 25 CV 113, naming Popovich in an official capacity and seeking over $100,000 in damages. The redacted summons confirms that he was served, is legally required to respond, and that the matter involves allegations tied to his financial conduct.
Yeah, now the funny thing in the video where he's just sat there crying for 2 hours, theoretically, I didn't see it, so I'm just pretending that one of his friends had told me exactly what happened. He mentioned that he wants donations for the court case. Isn't that funny? He wants people to help donate for the court case. And in case you want to see those documents, we've got all the evidence and all the links are here for you to see. You can download them all. So let's go back to the start. Oh, there we go. Where are we? Whoops. Back. Okay. So here are the blameless. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's the one we want. Let's go. Dan's on fire today.
These aren't baseless internet rumors. This is real legal action, backed by a court document that he's trying to keep out of the public eye. And it's not his first association with questionable dealings.
Actually, I tell you what, good point. We should actually ask Mike Patrick if he wants to come online. So I'm just going to send him a little link here, and then we'll put join and see if he wants to come on stage because Patrick is such a lovely guy as well. So Patrick basically said that he would come back on our show. And by all means, I'm just sending it. So I've sent Patrick and I've sent Mike. I don't have Gary Lang's phone number, but that's another guy that we'll talk about in a minute. These are baseless internet. These aren't baseless internet rumors. Real legal action backed by a court document that he's trying to keep out of the public eye. And it's not the first association with questionable dealings. So here's the timeline, which is always a wee bit interesting. And we're going to have a quick look here at Mike doing what he does well.
Key events timeline, April 2022. Popovich raises $620,000 via legacy storage SEC, filing YouTube video from Freedom Ministries of Mike openly discussing legacy storage investment to his congregation, jump to 3100.
Right, so you can go to that video and you can see Mike doing what he does well.
Here. Now, let me just show you a personal thing. This is kind of cool. I was telling Brent and Leslie and Les about this earlier. So it's just some of the business projects I'm working on. So I was talking, Nathan and I, my partner, this is so cool to me. Because we do this stuff. It's not like we're up here and talking and do as I say, not as I do. Like, we actually do this stuff. So Nathan and I were just going, you know what, let's see it as $1 billion brand already. Let's see it's worth $1 billion already. And we started just thinking of it, and it starts to become more real. It starts to become more real. Like, God, this isn't even hard anymore. Like we can see it so clearly right now. We're not trying to figure out how to do it. That's what's really interesting. So Nathan sends me this thing. So he was with our accountant in Scottsdale, and he got done early. He was telling me. So here's the power of this. Hey, we have $1 billion brand. Thank you, Father. In ways we know not how, this is what it looks like. This is what we're going to be doing. This is who we are. And in our mind's eye, we see it as a completely done. And then allow it to come, like the ways and means and how to do it. So he said, hey, I got done. So I'm sitting at the pool, and these wealthy businessmen from Montreal were sitting at the pool, and they started chit-chatting. They're like, hey, you know what? We have the best tickets at the Suns game tonight right on the floor. You need to come. And so he's like, no, I'm just here on business and flying home tomorrow. And so he goes, like, after 10 times, I relented and go, yeah, I'll come. All right, you got me, I'll come. So they show up, and he's on the front row of the Phoenix game. And then this other pretty sharp guy shows up, and they're like, who are you?
So you can sit there and listen to that if you want. We're not going to listen to the whole lot. But my point is, why does religion and investments overlap? Like, you can sit there and pray to whoever you want, but then when these guys are businessmen, and they're not men of the cloth. They just have a philosophy, and they gaslight people, they manipulate people, and they give people fear of missing out techniques. Now, in this blog that you look at the bottom, there's videos, and you can see I have gone through every single one of those videos, had them all, the transcript extracted. I put it into AI, and I asked for all the claims that Mike has given as he's been in those meetings. So you can see the truth is actually, given somebody enough rope, you can see these claims that he's made, and now we have a whistleblower who said that this is not true. They can't deliver on what he claims the product can do. And now he's being expelled, as they say, with his fellowship, expelled from the company on the 28th of July, and we have the receipts to do so. So he's no longer involved in the company that he was the co-founder of. That's basically
September, November 2024. Popovich issues sub-documents without consent of other VID managing members.
Yeah, so he's been working as an independent person inside a company that has, people to answer to.
September 2024. First known Freedom Ministries investment solicitation.
Now, I would be interested in the next statement.
Deck 2024. Single mother wires $10,000 after spiritual appeals.
So in his church, we've got him on a prayer meeting as well. I did that a couple of weeks ago, and he kicked us out. He called me a troll and made fun of me. It was terrible. And then I recorded the whole meeting and broadcast him as he did a bit of a meditation with his 100 people in the Zoom meeting. It was quite funny. But this one here does upset me a bit.
Deck 2024. Single mother wires $10,000 after spiritual appeals.
Now, if you were that mother, we like to call people in New Zealand solo mums, because single mother seems a little bit like a label, just saying, but that's the terminology he uses, so that's why we've done it, and I explain that in the blog later on. But if you are that mum and you have given that $10,000 and you want to reach out to us and tell us your side of the story, I'd love to put an amendment on the bottom of the blog. How do you feel about that? Are you happy that you've given that to Freedom's Ministries? These are just love bomb donations that he's encouraging to do to secure your place in a greater faith. I don't know what he's done it for. I don't know what you get for giving some evangelist guy $10,000. What do you get? All right, I don't know. Anyway, let's have a go.
VID launches beta.
Okay, July the 1st, they launched the beta. We knew that happened. Now the good stuff.
July 29th, 2025. Internal memo confirms Popovich expelled for cause.
Yep, so he's been kicked out of the company, no longer. And it's so funny. And then we start to hear rumors about Patrick Lang, who's watching this video right now because I just sent him a link. And he's going to come back on the show, and he's got no problem coming back and telling us how good VIDME is. Well, how good's VIDME now, Patrick? And why aren't you coming on the stage like you said you were?
July 29th, 2025. Civil lawsuit filed, 25 CV 113, seeking over $100,000 in damages.
Right, so I think it's, what's his name? Mike Miller. He's going after him. Mike Miller? Chris Miller is going after him for $100,000 worth of damages.
Exploiting trust. The affiliate pyramid, subdocs and double-dipping. Popovich didn't just stretch the truth, he rewrote the rules behind the scenes. Between September and November 2024, he issued investment sub-documents tied to VIDME, without notifying or gaining consent from other managing members. These documents were used to solicit funds, in some cases from vulnerable individuals, all while bypassing the platform's legal oversight.
Yeah, so they do have a company policy how that all works, and he's just totally ignored it, which is quite amazing. And just think about this, like if you are a Mike believer, like misleading people, double dipping, and also we know that he's well aware. Well, we're pretty certain. I can't say what Mike's going on in Mike's head, but there was 1,500 fake, well, not fake accounts set up so that they would profiteer from when people invested in this company. So there's definitely shady stuff going on, and the blog says it all, really. So I'm going to carry
Even
on.
more alarming, whistleblower testimony and internal audits confirm that over 1,500 fake affiliate accounts were created in a classic pyramid structure. This operation was orchestrated under the direction of known MLM veterans, Patrick Lang and Larry Lane, both of whom Popovich had knowingly recruited.
So it's kind of like, let's just use the terminology, somebody who robs a car. And you have one guy that gets into the car, the other guy drives the victims to the event, and then the other guy does all the renaming of the computer hardware after the car's been stolen. But what I'm saying is, when Mike turned up with his multi-level marketing concept, this wasn't what originally, well, it seems like this wasn't originally what the company had in mind for the channel. And then Mike seen an opportunity here and decided to use Chris Miller's concept and turn it into into a multi-level marketing structured company, because multi-level marketing companies don't actually require any products whatsoever. And that's why when you look at the comp plan, 92% of the monies was actually going back to pay everybody who was promoting it. Isn't that crazy? So he just saw an opportunity there where he could make some money, and then introducing his friends, Patrick Lang and Larry Lane. What the hell? It's ridiculous.
Popovich then created a second affiliate account for himself under Freedom Ministries, enabling him to double dip commissions, profiting off both downlines simultaneously.
Yeah, and it's a common practice in the multi-level marketing. They think they're cunning. So you have the public figures, and then you have the corporate underneath figures, and they don't talk about those publicly because it's all about money feeding into the platform and getting big dividends along the way.
This wasn't just deceptive, it was deliberate, a fraudulent affiliate network built from the inside.
Yes, so it was the way it was structured, which no one saw, but when they audited the company, they found out. Court cases pending.
Admin abuse and security breach evidence also shows Popovich granted Andrew Mike Chabo, a lifetime MLM promoter, who went by his nickname to avoid confusion with Michael Popovich, administrator-level access to VIDME's backend. Chabo.
Yeah, so so this is a bit disgusting. I mean, when you sign up for platforms these days, they ask you for KYC details. Never do that, kids. But when you sign up for anything, you wouldn't want your personal details, your address, your crypto wallet address, your payment details, your first and middle name, your phone number, your whatever's given to a third party without your consent. Because if you read their privacy policies, I'm sure they say, which I haven't got in front of me and I haven't even backed that up, I'm sure they actually say that they won't share your details with third parties. And here they are. Mike knew that this guy had done just so.
Admin abuse and security breach evidence also shows Popovich granted Andrew Mike Chabo, a lifetime MLM promoter, who went by his nickname to avoid confusion with Michael Popovich, administrator-level access to VIDME's backend. Chabo represented himself as an owner, violated internal privacy protocols, issued Stripe payment links to external parties, links only meant for authorized company personnel.
Right, I read the heading again. So yes, so those that if you're not the company, you shouldn't be privy to that information. Otherwise, you're in breach of your own terms and conditions.
Chabo was only removed after others discovered his unauthorized behavior Popovich allowed and benefited from.
Yeah, and interesting. I'm just thinking of the church choir here singing Chabo, 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 Chabo. Okay, I'm getting excited now. I'm very tired, guys. Anyway, so let's just go through and read these voices from inside the ministry. This is really sacred. The sacred inner circle.
Voices from inside the ministry, former staff and followers of Freedom Ministries have come forward to reveal disturbing patterns. Popovich allegedly asked for extra tithes for sick or dying people, only to spend the money on lavish gifts for his wife.
Oh.
Eyewitnesses described seeing luxury
Oh.
handbags and fur coats appear days after fundraising appeals. Members who questioned decisions were gaslighted, isolated, or accused of lacking faith.
Yeah, this is the funny one. I've seen it time and time again. If you don't know this, kids, I was brought up in a religious cult, and yeah, and we did have all the they weren't so bad, the old Jehovah's Witnesses, but you know, when they play on your faith, and you know, like at the moment, I've been disfellowshipped from the Jehovah's Witness organization, and my mother doesn't have anything to do with me whatsoever, because, well, she doesn't now, because she is doing it out of love. My mum and I are really close. She lives 9 minutes down the road from where I currently live, and she doesn't want anything to do with me out of love. So she's using it, my love for my mother, to force me to come back to the religion. 32 years later, we're not coming back to the religion, Mum. I'm unfortunate, but she's not really worried about me, you know, because if she really worried about me, she would, you know, break that rule in her faith. But it's not. It's all about her getting in that paradise earth that she was promised by the gaslighting Jehovah's Witnesses. No wonder 2 people in my immediate family had died by suicide, and I could have been a victim as well. So playing on people's emotions is just shocking. I just realised who Sea Dog is in the chat room. Hello, nice to see you there, mate. Oh, mistress. Oh, guys. Oh, don't give away his identity. Okay, cult-like. Oh, I hate that word, cult.
This cult-like control masked itself in spiritual language, but was, in practice, a system of manipulation, financial coercion, and emotional abuse.
Now, this quote makes me crack up. There's no hiding these ones.
It felt like church, but it was always about the money.
It's always about the money. When you see these guys, we've got a couple of guys here in New Zealand called the Tamaki brothers, and they're always in the newspaper, and they get charitable status, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. And they get to not pay tax on the monies they're earning from their empire, which is even worse. You know, they do this in the name of God. They handle money, and then they get free tax. It's unreal.
These testimonies revealed the psychological toll left in Popovich's wake, long before VIDME ever launched.
So a single mother story without naming her. Now, we had to be very careful. We have actually got a retracted PDF at the bottom of this, so you can go down there and read it to your heart's content. This actually happened.
In a redacted PDF shared by a whistleblower, we reviewed internal correspondence between Freedom Ministries, Popovich's organization, and a vulnerable single mother. Note, while the term solo mother is more common in New Zealand, we have used single mother throughout this section because it aligns with the terminology used by Popovich himself in promotional material and spiritual appeals. She was encouraged to make a $10,000 investment, reportedly framed as a faith investment or a spiritual seed offering that would return future blessings, potentially even financial.
That's disgusting, Mike. How do you sleep at night? Oh, I don't even know how to answer that. This is just like, yeah, I don't even know what to say. So she's handed over 10 grand. Now I have actually got a picture of Mike's house. It's not really a house, it's more like a mansion. And that's how they get these mansions, you know. I can show you a satellite picture of Mike if you want, but it's not worth it. If you do want it, reach out to me and I'll show you where he lives. And then you can see how hard up the poor little guy is, who's asking for donations to fight this court case.
The solicitation made no mention of risk, refunds, or the fact that VIDME was still in development at the time. It relied on emotional appeals and spiritual manipulation.
You'll go to heaven, my love. Come sit on, I won't say, but anyway.
A direct quote from Popovich in the redacted document reads,
Here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is our Father in heaven. We shall not steal from our brother or sister.
I'm glad it is a blessing to you and your family. We will do well with this investment. Love of love and continued blessings.
So Mike's got to go back to his church now, look the single mother in the eye and say, I've been expelled from the organization and they are asking me for $100,000. Can you please donate more money, please? Maybe another 90? I don't know, but it's disgusting, isn't it? Disgusting individuals, and this is why we do what we do.
These types of assurances were used alongside vague promises that she would be looked after. The woman, trusting in the spiritual authority of Popovich and Freedom Ministries, wired the money she could not afford to lose.
Oh, that's disgusting. Now, Mike, if you really are a good man of the cloth, which you're not, give the money back. It's gone into your Freedom's Ministry bank account. I'm sure you'll have a transaction there for the IRS, I hope. Why don't you just give that money back to that lady and let her decide whether she wants to hand it back? So let me get this right. You've taken $10,000 of a lady, a single mum, a solo mum in New Zealand, for my New Zealand listeners, and then you've been expelled by the company. So you've taken the money, put it into your ministry, gave the lady an investment opportunity from your ministry over here in the name of VIDME. And now you've been expelled from VIDME. Can't see Mike in there anymore. And you are going to go back to your faith and go, well, that's investments, give her money back. That would be lovely. And if Mike has given you money back, good on you, Mike. But if he hasn't, he's going to hell. One express elevator going to hell, going down. Aliens too. I can tell you some other phrases as well. Next
A
paragraph.
whistleblower with direct access to the documents confirmed that this pattern was not isolated, and that other participants were targeted with similar emotional tactics.
Now, didn't we have a comment in the chat room in here from one of our, a new person? I'll put that on the top of the screen right now. I sent a link to this live to my aunt. I hope it gives her some insight to the true motive behind the folks running VidMe. Oh, good on you, mate. Thank you for sharing that. And sharing these blogs and getting them out there does make my heart warm. Now, I've got one job to do today, and please don't let me forget. Can you guys see that? Oh, you probably can't see that. That's go crazy, isn't it? This is here. You can't see it, can you? Here, there you go. Here, cut, pixel. In 2.5 hours, I've got to get in the car and take pixel to the haircut dresser. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. All right, now this is the real big thing. This is what the red flags are waving. There was so much red flags waving in the breeze. I could feel the breeze from America. And it's all about the multi-level marketing infrastructure and 3-tier payout plan. Because why are these plans so bad? Because they use them. They tell people, if you promote this product, you're going to make XXX ... And when I read this part of the correspondence that we've had with the whistleblower, it really disgusts me because Larry Lane, I haven't had anything to do with Larry Lane, even though my Avengers know about him. He was the one that seems to have created the Excel sheet, which he was telling me that what Mike was promoting was a good opportunity. But he's the one that's meant to have created it. So we've had him on the videos heaps. And we've talked to him about this, and he keeps saying that you don't know what you're talking about. This is a very good comp plan. And then we find out that he's just been doing this every day in, day out, day in, day out.
Michael Popovich's multi-level marketing deception didn't happen by accident. It was architected with help from seasoned MLM veterans.
And this is what we got told by the whistleblower.
Patrick Lang was introduced to the company in April 2025. Though internal emails later revealed he had already been collaborating with Popovich in March to co-create the income estimator.
The income estimator. Well, we have got that live, ladies. And if you want to be a billionaire, you need to get that income estimator and look through it and see how much money you could have made if only Mike pulled this off. But now we know 1,500 accounts all set up for them to profiteer from this. And, we didn't know this was going on until we knew it was a multi-level marketing scheme. And then everyone started firing us information. And here
Larry
we are
Lane
today.
entered the scene in June 2025, right as the affiliate platform opened to public access. It was during this time that a whistleblower noticed an enormous spike in user accounts, prompting a back-end audit.
Yeah, so people theoretically who have access to all that stuff, looking at the stats going, hold on a minute, what's going on here? Larry Lane turns up. So extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, as Mike Worley would say. So let's have a listen to what actually the 1,500 accounts mean.
That audit revealed over 1,500 user accounts, all stacked at the bottom of a single, deep affiliate downline.
Deep affiliate downline. The plot thinkens. Is that a word?
These accounts had no paid subscriptions. They were purely designed to bulk up the numbers.
Oh my God. So that means they gave away 1,500 accounts worth $34.95. Can't get those outside McDonald's.
All were tied to referral activity beneath Larry Lane's downline.
Yeah, so Larry Lane looked like he had a big community. Well, did he? Let's find out.
Nearly all of the phone numbers associated with these accounts began with the dialing code +23, indicating likely bulk uploads from regions across Africa.
Sounds like Nigeria's knocking on your door. Low cost, low cost entry fees. Let's get this multi-level marketing thing going. We just need a product. What can we do? YouTube videos. Imagine this. VIDME is meant to be a platform where creators can upload content. Now, I've gone to town on this. I should be on the homepage of their website with all my videos that I've created just around about their platform. I mean, you've got to think the ironic, I can't even say the word, how ironic this is that Danny DeHeck, aka the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger, has done video after video, hasn't even hosted on their platform, exposing this company who was meant to be the best, the creme of the creme when it comes to creativity. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm still tired.
While there's no evidence Larry Lane personally created these accounts, someone in his referral structure clearly did. The motive, to make the platform appear to be exploding with growth, and to build fake downlines for early promoters to profit from.
Yes, so that's how it works. Now, I don't know if you know about a pyramid, right? If you go to sign up for VIDME, you can't sign up unless you have a referral link, which means that you can't overtake anyone. You can't get past anyone on the pyramid. You're stuck on the pyramid. But it looks like that for a reason, because it's a pyramid. So what's actually happened is you have to sign up with an affiliate ID, and you can't get past the person at the top of the pyramid. So the 1,500 people that you see at the top of the pyramid are going to make all the money, because Ponzi schemes and multi-level marketing, I think it's 98% of all Ponzi schemes and multi-level marketing doesn't work. And I reckon there's only, I think it's 3% of people who get involved in these multi-level marketing companies make $25,000 a year. And it's the person at the top of the pyramid, yeah, who makes all the money. Maybe that was Mike's plan, after all. But anyway, he was fully aware that this was going on, so I've been told by our whistleblower.
This kind of database manipulation isn't just misleading, it's a textbook strategy used in pyramid schemes to create FOMO, inflate credibility, and trap real investors under a mirage of momentum.
Yep, and if you watch the videos, we're not going to watch all of them, but we will watch some of the claims he's made. He's telling everybody that they're crushing it, and the platform's going off, and he's getting inundated, and they've got, he's got claims in there where he says things like they've got people who manage, they said 100, I can't even pronounce what he said because it doesn't, I feel like I'm lying when I'm repeating what he said, but he said hundreds of thousands of YouTube accounts are managed by, is it, what's his name? Was it Chris? Chris Miller? Chris Miller? Is that right? Yeah, Chris Miller. And because of that, they'll be able to bring these influencers over. Ooh.
The whistleblower recognized the red flags instantly.
Okay, this is cool.
If I think something feels off, I am usually right, and I will find it.
I like that attitude. I love that. The whistleblower's attitude there. That's the whistleblower said, I feel like something smells off. I'm normally right. If this is happening, I will find it. And she found it, all right. And then she sent it all to me.
They did, and now so do we.
Ooh. Investor fraud and removal grounds. Why did they kick Mike out of the company? Let's pray on this. Please, our Father in the heaven, please tell us why thou, there, Michael Popovich, has been discommunicated from the church. Okay, let's have a look. Behind the scenes. This is a company.
Behind the scenes at Luminous Media LLC, the internal fallout was swift and damning.
Gone! No more Mike! Ha ha! Sorry.
As of July 28, 2025, Michael and Barbara Popovich were formally expelled from the company for cause, a decision communicated to investors via private letter, and now submitted to the court as part of evidentiary filings.
Ooh, courtrooms. Oh, I hate courtrooms in America. I watched Judge Judy. I watched every single episode of Judge Judy in the last 2 years. They re-releasing them in case you're wondering if she's still going. No, she's not. And I don't like a new program, but I do like her old one. And I sit there and I think one day I'm going to see one I've already seen, and very rarely do I see that. Now, Jelly Snacks just corrected me. We want to make sure we get our facts right. It is actually 99.9% of anyone that gets involved in a multi-level marketing company lose their money and don't make the money they claim. And that's why if you're going to set up a company, give an affiliate link, that's fine. And look, I've got this program I use at the moment called not VidMe. What's it called? Ecamm Live, and somebody signed up the other day and bought it for a year. It cost me 80 New Zealand dollars a month. So what's that? I don't know, $600 a month. And somebody signed up and paid for a year. You know what I got? I got $100. $100 American for somebody clicking on an article I wrote 5 months ago. And when they clicked on it, they signed up, liked the program that I recommended, and they purchased it, and I got $100 US. Isn't that cool? But when that person renews their Ecamm Live account, I'll get nothing. And that's not multi-level marketing, that's called an affiliate system. So maybe VIDME can clean out the coffers and get rid of the mics and come up with a new payment structure. Maybe I will be featured on the homepage for the guy that exposed the man of the cloth.
The letter, authored by managing member Chris Miller, cited the following grounds for removal under Section 6(3)(2) of the operating agreement.
Now, we did go after Chris Miller at the start only because of his associations, so bear that in mind, Chris Miller, that if you hang out with these shady buggers that promise the world who can't deliver, then you're going to be, what do they say in the Bible? Bad associations spoil. No, you got to be careful who you associate with. But hey, great, Chris, you've got rid of the bad egg that might contaminate the other eggs. Is that right? Don't know. But it's like that. If you have a bowl of oranges and you have that one moldy orange in the bowl of oranges, you're sitting there thinking, I've got to get that out because that's going to spread.
Breach of fiduciary duty, unauthorized financial activity, including actions taken in violation of Section 5(1)(5)(6)(b), conduct inconsistent with their obligations as managers and representatives of the company.
Are you familiar with Section 515 in brackets 6 in brackets B? Wow, nor am I. But we do have a few quotes what those actually mean. But I'm not a lawyer. I can't give you any help if you get yourself in the shit, Mike. Unfortunately, I can only put you in the shit.
While the full letter remains confidential due to legal restrictions, its contents, soon to be part of public court records, establish a clear justification for expulsion. Popovich abused his position, misrepresented the company, and acted without the knowledge or consent of other managing members.
And do remember there is a disclaimer at the bottom of this here where it says no one is guilty till proven otherwise. Which is, so I can't say that Mike really is a faith-based thief until he's been proven guilty. But there is a track history in the past where other ventures have been fined, and we'll show you those.
His actions weren't just reckless, they violated the company's foundational governance.
Oh, Mike.
Once confirmed through internal audit and testimony, the response was decisive. Popovich was removed, his access revoked, his influence cut off.
Yeah, it must be a bit red-faced now.
False claims of ownership and influence. While promoting VIDME, Popovich routinely claimed access to high-profile influencers, including athletes, producers, and UFC fighters, suggesting they were poised to join the platform, but these connections were not his.
No, he's name-dropping. Sounds like Chris Miller knows all these guys.
The relationships belonged to Chris Miller, whose prior ventures, including Fit Soda, gave him genuine access to these networks. Zoom recordings confirm Popovich attempted to leverage Chris's database as his own, even while the operating agreement had not yet been finalized, signed only in December 2024.
Right. So he's coming, move over, I'm coming through. These are my friends and my associations.
According to internal sources, none of these individuals were ever formally brought into the VIDME project, in large part because of growing concerns over Popovich's exaggerated earnings tools and affiliate tactics.
Yeah, so that's the other thing too, is they use everything in their power to promote the hype. And, I am a real big believer of being entrepreneurial, and I've always said to people, start small, think big. But don't tell people you're big, and create hype, which isn't true. Don't exaggerate. Exaggerated claims aren't going to do anyone any favor. And obviously that's what's happened here.
The pitch deck that promised everything, the VIDME pitch deck, that was in the affiliate tools of the affiliate dashboard, titled VIDME Membership and Referral Program, Presentation PDF, is a masterclass in inflated expectations, vague timelines, and emotionally charged buzzwords.
Yeah, so I have got that document down below, but I could link every document every time we talk about it, but we'd get distracted and you'll be here all day long. and you'd be upset with me and I'd be upset with you. So we're just going to leave it and keep going through this large blog.
It claims VIDME will positively impact 1 billion lives, build the
Boom!
world's first content and revenue platform
Oh my
that pays
God!
everyone, deliver $1 billion creator economy, use affiliate
Amazing!
payouts as a weapon of mass distribution, integrate crypto, AI, wallets, and creator tools within months, but beneath the lofty branding, the deck lacks.
Right. So they're pretty tall claims, aren't they? It's like me. I'm going to be the best YouTuber in the world. I'm going to have a following of a billion people in 3 years' time. I'm going to also pay people who watch my videos, and they're all going to become billionaires in this industry of the videos, and the social media is a $1 trillion industry. But if only you would join my YouTube channel to help me start that journey. So if you want to be part of a $1 billion industry, then just join my YouTube channel. It's not hard, ladies and gentlemen. There's a join button under this very video. You just need to subscribe and pay me $2, $3 a month for you to make my dream come true first. Then I will make your dream come true second. And that would be very, very good. So they were providing a platform where everybody was going to just make money. And also get some faith-based education. Now, all Mike's videos, unfortunately, have gone to hell. They've deleted all Mike's footprints, which is quite funny. They haven't deleted, well, last time I logged into the website, they haven't deleted they rebranded the affiliate system, and it was still there the other day. We'll have a look at that, though.
But beneath the lofty branding, the deck lacks product screenshots or working demos, revenue projections based on traffic or ad data, any mention of platform risk, liabilities, or compliance team bios, no CTO, no legal officer, no engineering lead.
Yeah, so there's no structure. It's kind of like saying I'm going to build the biggest, tallest, biggest building in the world, but we haven't got any land yet. We're going to build it on the ocean. We don't know how to do that yet, but why haven't all these other platforms done what he's just said he's going to do? Are they missing something? Has YouTube missed something? Look, YouTube are a monster and they make lots of money. I think 1 year I heard that they made $997 million profit in 1 year. You know, it's ridiculous money they are making, even running the monster. But to come along here and say that we're going to be just the biggest and the best, we're going to take on YouTube and VIDME and, well, not VIDME, but all those things, it's just ridiculous.
Popovich also brags about a global payment infrastructure, even though, as of August 2025, many payout systems remain non-functional or coming soon.
Coming soon. I think this is like they all say we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that.
Stripe was immediate, as that is the payment platform associated with subscriptions. iPayout integrated into the platform in July. The first commission payouts were on or around July 15th.
So when I'm going after these guys, Stripe and iPayout integrations, as soon as we see those payment gateways, we go after them. So we actually put in multiple, the Avengers, to the rescue. We put in complaints to Stripe, and I don't know if I did iPayout because I didn't know about that one, but we don't need to do it now because they're theoretically doing away with the multi-level marketing side of it. But we did do a lot of complaints, even to Amazon S3 servers, and said, do you realize they don't even have their own servers? No, they're just piggybacking off Amazon's servers for this great platform, which isn't a bad thing. But I'm just going to say, we can write to them and complain to S3 service, which we did do. Whether they pay attention or not, we don't know. Some of this stuff takes months.
The deck even refers to affiliate recruitment is a creator multiplication system, skirting close to MLM structure while avoiding the language.
Close. Well, I don't know if close is the right word. I think it definitely is.
In short, this wasn't a deck built to attract tech investors. It was built to emotionally recruit believers.
Yep. It's all about belief. It's faith. You got to have faith. All these platforms, you got to believe. And if you don't believe what they say is going to happen, you're a naysayer, and they kick you out of their community. Is that a word? Community?
This was never an investment deck. Mike uploaded that PDF to the affiliate tool so affiliates could present it to referrals during their pitch.
Right. So there you go. So a ministry or a monetized MLM. This is where I get into my zone.
Michael Popovich doesn't just sell a platform. He sells salvation with a subscription. Across Facebook posts, prayer documents, and live Zooms, he carefully weaves spiritual promises into financial opportunity, creating a hybrid of prosperity gospel and MLM-style recruitment.
Now, I could show you all the screenshots that we got from the Facebook groups and the praise jar, hallelujah stuff, and coming along to our Zoom, and we'll tell you how wonderful life will be if you give me your money stuff. But we didn't need to. But we did actually put all those into ChatGPT, and we asked it to analyze the the way, the manipulation, the tone of the voice, the psychological effects, and the fear of missing out stuff. And it was quite breathtaking. And then we incorporated all that intel into this blog. So you'll hear little words of manipulation coming through in the blog. So in his July the 10th, 2025 Zoom, Popovich bragged. Oh, I need to make that bold. I might try and do that on another bling. So let's, what did he, this one here. And this is the one that really caught my eye. Let's have a listen.
You don't even need to create content, just share it with someone who shares it. That alone should raise eyebrows. Instead of a platform built around content value or audience engagement, Popovich has constructed a monetized pyramid and wrapped it in spiritual language to disarm criticism.
Yeah, so that was actually quite funny when you listen to that one. He actually said that you didn't need to, what did he say? You didn't need to do anything. You could be as brain dead. Now, excuse us for those people that are brain dead, and you could just sign up and you would make money with doing nothing. Basically, that's and when I say basically, that's what exactly he actually says. Now, I'm just catching up with myself here because I want to fix up that breach of dirty fly, ownership claims, pitch deck, and in a minute, there it is. Put that in a nice wee bracket. Ooh, and somehow save this. How can I save that now? I've done that. Hold up 1 minute, please, caller. Remember, if you can always do a job, if you can do a job within 2 minutes, do it straight away. That's what I always say. Update. There we go. That's updating. So what I was trying to do is, you notice that word, you don't even need to create content. You just need to sign up. Susie's here, everybody. Susie's here. See, now we've got a nice wee box here. Doesn't that look so much better? Oh, so that alone should raise some eyebrows, that you can make all this money and get independent generational wealth if you just sign up. That's all you need to do.
Instead of a platform built around content value or audience engagement, Popovich has constructed a monetized pyramid and wrapped it in spiritual language to disarm criticism.
Yeah. Popovich has constructed a monetized pyramid. Goodness me. Here's how it works. You pay 34. So I don't do $34.99. We in New Zealand, well, I have online shop, so I do $34.95 because I don't like 99 and always rounds up to $35. And why don't they just say $35? Why does it have to be? Because it looks better. You pay $34.99 a month. I want a cent change, please, for platform access. Sounds like pay to play. Might have that wrong. You're engaged to recruit other people to do the same. Yes, I watched video after video of them telling them that you just needed to recruit one person a month, and the person that you recruit just need to refer one person a month, and you do that for 12 months, and you will be rich beyond your wildest dreams. Nice to see you here,
You earn a
Susie.
percentage from their subscriptions and theirs, and theirs.
Yeah, it just keeps going. It's called a pyramid. Theirs, and theirs, and theirs. Pyramid, pyramid, pyramid. The same.
All of it is packaged as divine mission.
Divine mission.
This is classic multi-level marketing, but with a theological twist.
And this is where it gets worse.
And it gets worse. Whistleblowers confirmed that Popovich had created multiple accounts under different identities, including one linked to Freedom Ministries to double-dip affiliate commissions. Others in the system were instructed to do the same.
Oh, this is how you can... This is funny. It's like we've been going after this guy called Shavis Anwar-Shadinky, and he double dips like that too, because they have what did I telling you, that ministry linked double dip affiliate commissions, instruct them to do the same. Yeah, there's two standards for leaders versus the peasants. So the peasants are the people with the money, and the leaders are the people with the money bags. And they just take your money and put it in their bags. They don't care about the video platform that they're promoting. They could be selling toothpicks.
It's not just unethical, it's systematized deception.
Deception. Double standards. Man of the cloth. He really thinks he's an angel. He's not. He's Satan's helper, isn't he?
What makes it so dangerous is the weaponization of belief. Popovich doesn't just pitch VIDME as a business, he calls it a movement. He asks for spiritual obedience, he labels critics as doubters, and casts whistleblowers as enemies of progress. If this sounds more like a cult than a company, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so now I can say that I actually got abused by Mike when I went into his video, he said the troll is here because I was already logged in 5 times. And then I logged in using my real name, and he looks at it and he goes, yeah. And he says, the troll is trying to get in. And he's drunk his wine. And then within about half an hour, he'd drunk what looked like the whole bottle. It was quite interesting. However, then this other guy who was some idiot who was smoking a cigar telling me that he loves Mike was telling me that because I had a girl's name like Sarah Taylor, and I didn't use my real name, I shouldn't be in the room. But previously, Mike wouldn't let me in the room, use my real name, and call me names. So now it's revenge day, isn't it? Not that I'm a revengeful sort of guy.
The profit estimator timeline Popovich's use of the VIDME income estimator, a downloadable spreadsheet that calculated affiliate earnings, wasn't a brief experiment. It was a cornerstone of his pitch for months. The tool, co-created with Patrick Lang, began circulating as early as February 2025.
Now, I don't want to mention this, but I've got to. Vegan, I call him Megan. What is it? VYB. Vegan and Megan and Regan and all the other people that have been promoting that Ponzi scheme. They told people at the very start that, do you want $442,860 a month? And they use that in their marketing for months. And now they've got, well, they don't have many people. It looks like it's dying. But this is what they do. They use these marketing techniques, telling everybody that this is why they need to join, give people fear of missing out tactics, and then they're forced to join because they don't want to miss out in this new revolution videos. Anyway, long story short, now that calculator is gone, and do they keep the members? Or does everyone walk away? Like even if everyone does sign up for this platform, they never talked about how many people are going to drop off. Now, I used to have a business networking company, and people used to pay $59 a month to come along. And I had people, the life rate, the drop-off rate was, if I kept somebody for 3 months, that was the average. But people would move on, they would lose their job, they would stop their business, they'd realize this isn't the right fit for them, whatever reason it was. But 1,500 people, I used to have 150 people in my business networking company who used to come along each week and listen to yours truly, give them business advice, and help them sort of network with other businesses. That's what I used to do for a living. COVID killed it. However, I kept a track for interest's sake. In a 4 or 5 year period, 1,500 people had come and gone. So I know the drop-off rate. But here, these guys never talk about that sort of stuff. They just talk about how good it's going to be. So I think I've already read that, didn't I? Anyway, so we found out that Patrick Lang was the person who introduced this, well, seems to have introduced this magical income estimator. How much money are you going to make? We'll have a look at it later.
Despite internal objections, including multiple documented warnings from Chris Miller, Popovich continued promoting it until early June, when outside scrutiny forced a sudden change.
Including multiple document warnings. So Chris Miller, it seems like he's trying to stop them promoting the multi-level marketing side of the company. Eventually, they've kicked him out on the 28th of July 2025. He's a gone burger.
The tool itself, projected guaranteed income, based on how many people you recruited, suggested passive income, was possible without creating content used exact dollar amounts, a practice discouraged by FTC guidelines.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually open that
Some of you guys
video.
are familiar with School.
So I'm just going to show you something you can do because I've spent the time doing it to make it easy for yourself. But this is on the 12th of June, and I was given this video secretly, and I re-uploaded it just the other day. But if you go and you click down here, you will see that we have got the timelines down here, timestamps and chapters, looking good, eh? And you come down to the very bottom, and you can click on that button there, and now you've got all these timelines. Okay, so and this is the claim that he said in the video that I'm not meant to see. And he talks for 24 minutes about Dribble and how wonderful the program is and what they're doing and how they're about to launch and how to push, and it's going to be this and it's going to be that and all that stuff I've just talked about. And then he says, oh, and by the way, guys, we've been talking to our lawyers, and I have this lady who's been emailing me saying, you don't know the true Mike. He's a man of God. He's a good guy. And I'm going, okay, well, let me show you this video. And then I realized I hadn't actually had this video online, but this speaks for itself, I think.
Here's the recommendation to us. They said this. They said, It's so good, and I'll explain the affiliate plan here in a minute, that we would rather you not use the income calculators or make any income claims, just teach people how it works. So we're coming up with a really simple video that explains the basics, which I'll show you now, that um, they just said, hey, you know what? The numbers get so wonky so fast, which you'll see here in a minute. Like if there's a large creator and you could Google how much does it take to make $7 on traditional platforms, and I actually did that. And it's pretty fascinating. Where if they have one member that's paid a month, it's usually worth thousands to 10,000 views on different things. So it's so simple. So imagine if they share it with 1,000 people who shared it with a handful of people, the numbers get so big that the attorney's like, I would recommend you not show that, even though it's true. So we're going to ask that you guys really follow our lead on this one. We just decided to take the most conservative route. Like I said, it's been gray. They're going, hey, you can show this. It's a simple affiliate plan.
Notice you can't even look on the camera. And this is disgusting, really, because I'm a YouTuber, right? Now, I do create blogs and I embed my videos, but my traffic actually comes from within YouTube. It does not come from me sharing my content everywhere. YouTube is a monster, and you have to have an audience. You have to go into a grandstand with 1 million, if not 1 billion people. I think, is there 1 billion people on the planet? 1 billion people go to YouTube and search content. They don't go to my website and look for it there and then go into YouTube to watch it. I don't need a place to host my videos. I need an audience to broadcast my message to. And, it's just ridiculous. The fact that he's got a platform where you have to sign up and pay $34.99 a month to watch these videos. And because people share videos that when people click on them, they won't be able to watch unless they pay to play the video. And it's just ridiculous. But the fact is, if you watch this video like I have, basically what he is saying, the lawyer said, don't use the income calculator that they've been using for 6 months to promote the platform to get where they theoretically are today, but just don't talk about it anymore. People will figure it out for themselves, but don't publicize the fact that it's multi-level marketing. That's really what he's going on about here. And the claims that they've made. So what I've done is I've gone through, and each of the videos that are in this blog that I'm reading at the moment, which I'll put a link in the chat room in a minute, as you can see, I've gone through and lawyers say remove the income calculator. Legal team urges Mike to strip income claims to stay FTP compliant. Don't mention income claims. Protect the golden goose. The terminology he was using, protect the golden goose. This is your salvation. This is, even these timestamps in these videos. $7 per sign up, affiliate breakdown. So now that he's renamed a few words in the same plan, but hasn't changed anything. It's viral. It's already viral. Now, I've had a couple of viral videos. I got punched in a shop when I was, I don't know what you call it, a shop assistant. A guy come in. I said, I got my camera out and I said, I'm formally trespassing you from the property. And he punched me in the face. His mate come in, but he was standing behind him wearing a balaclava and a hat, and he also punched me in the face. And when he punched me, I said, is that it? Is that your punch? Because they're only 14 or 15-year-olds. I videoed them. And I put that video on Instagram and I put it on my TikTok. 4 million people watched the video. That's a viral video. It didn't change my life. The video either side of that, 5,000 views, nothing major. But I've had, I don't know, probably 6 videos gone over 1 million views. And here they are telling you it's viral. What do you mean by it's viral? Making these claims, it just goes on. And they're making claims that AI will kill content in 2027. Extraordinary claim that, and it might be true, but there's no evidence. And these are just your word against mine. But these are all marketing strategies that Mike Popovich has used in the video. So don't get me started. Let's get back to the show. Probably a minute. So in there, on June the 12th, that video we've got, Popovich publicly admitted that the lawyers told him to remove the tool, remove the Excel sheet, which we've got in here for you to see. This wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a pattern. Inflated potential, promise results, and walk it back when cornered. Only walk back when it's... So say whatever you like, but then when you're cornered, walk back. I have to read it. I didn't do it
Inflate
justice.
potential. Promise results. Only walk it back when cornered.
Yeah. Oh, nice comment there before that comment there, Queenie Karma. It's going across the top of the screen. The income estimator wasn't just a feature. It was the core bait used to pull people into the platform that never functioned as it promised. And it didn't. It made a claim that you're going to make $211,000 a year if you only do this, 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 and everyone else does this, 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 and all the planets align beautifully. Yeah, e-wallet shuffle. Now, this is even funnier. This is my sort of game a little bit here.
The e-wallet shuffle. One of the most glaring red flags in Popovich's financial structure was his overpromising on affiliate payout mechanisms. He marketed VIDME as a globally accessible platform, claiming it could support payments to creators and affiliates anywhere in the world via a wide range of e-wallet systems. He boasted that affiliates could get paid through.
Yeah, so you can get paid for Bitcoin, PayPal, Visa prepaid cards, Apple Pay, cashback app, direct wire transfers, streaming credits. Oh my God, you need to talk to Vegan and Megan, who are running the best platform in the world as well. They want to know about payment gateways. We had TigerPay shut down their payment gateway, and Stripe, I think, also shut down their payment gateway at one stage. We do complain to these organizations. But anyway, sounds like he's already got himself, well, that's what he told you. But that wasn't the reality. Okay, so these are some of the quotes that Mike has made.
We're creating payout tools for the masses. It doesn't matter what country you're in.
Doesn't matter. Nigeria, Colombia, Kenya, India, Pakistani, Pakistani people.
But whistleblowers and former insiders confirm that although some commissions were paid out in July, most of these payout methods were non-functional or unavailable to the majority of users, even weeks after launch. Complaints began to mount from affiliates who couldn't withdraw earnings or saw commissions frozen with no explanation.
Oh, that's just not fair. Where'd the money go?
The illusion of global functionality was further propped up by vague timelines and flashy interface mockups that never materialized into operational tools. The payout system, promised to be seamless, ended up being a digital mirage, slick in theory, absent in practice.
Right. Sounds good on paper. Well, sounds good on YouTube.
This tactic, offering an overwhelming number of payout options, functions as a smokescreen. It creates the illusion of technological sophistication and readiness, while diverting attention away from a simple truth.
I'll leave that highlighted. Somebody remind me that when I come back, we're going to do this. Look, I want to show you something shocking about this platform. Now, when you go to vidme.io, please make sure you don't go to vid.me. Okay, just saying. So here we go. We're going to go to the platform. Now, this company, let's just put it in perspective here. We're just talking about the payment gateways that people can put money in. People are going to make $200,000 a year if they just do what they said. I've seen them talking about it in the videos, and you can go through and watch them, or if you don't believe me, that's fine. However, if you went to a platform, and we do this test every time. So you first of all, you come to, I'm going to sign in or log out. So I've got an account here, and I think my ID was, I think it was Danny at gmail.com, and I go continue. It sent me an email. Okay, so now I have to go get that email. 1 second, please. 1 second, please, caller. 1 minute, please, caller. Apple. That one there. Is it that one there? I don't even know. Is it that one? I think it is that one. Oh, no, that's another account. Gmail, that one. Here it is. So now I've got to log in. Now, this is better security than we've had. So now I have to use the word 45, but I can't cut and paste it, and I have to type it in, which is good security. 71. And continue. All right. So now I'm logged in. Did you know? I don't even think that's right. Add new. This isn't right. No, this is not the account. I think I need to go out it. We need to go out of this because you can create multiple accounts. Why would you be able to create multiple accounts? I do not know. Let's just sign out. And I think I have my normal account, which I think if I go sign in, I'm pretty sure I can just put danny@theheck.com and then go, oh, they've changed it. Well, what I'm getting at, what's a bit of a pain now. Actually, I will sign into this one. 1 minute, please, caller. What I'm getting at is at one point, I could pick a password, and my password was 1234567 8. Can you believe that? So if I was going to earn millions of dollars, then you would think the password, having a cheap password like that, would actually be a grave concern. So that's 613623. I'd love to know if somebody else could log in using that same number that I've just typed in. Oh, you've only got 25 seconds. All right, so now we can go into the system. And for some reason, I've got these funny numbers under my name. Manage account. I'll just get rid of my emails. And I've got Danny. Now, this looks like it's been updated. Now, probably because I did a live a wee while ago. But somehow I wanted to go to Manage Profile, Account and Settings. And I'm now going back to, something's not right here. I think I've created a new account. Purchase history. You haven't made any purchases. Notifications. I haven't got any notification. My watch list. This is not very high tech anyway. Sign out. Chrome. Okay. Manage my account. Upgrade your plan. So I presume I can't do anything. And here's all our blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's go to videos. Explore everything. I'm lost already, guys. I'm lost here. I'm here. Oh, I want to watch this one here. All right, now I have to join to watch this video. Is that right? Join. So now I come here and it's $34.95. I can't watch anything, so I have to pay to play. Now, if I went along here and I decided to sign out and I decided to join now, I can join. Let's see, how do I join? Back. Okay. Oops. So now there's a button at the bottom here. I've got to click and I'm going to go pay. So now I come along and I'm back to where I started. So now I want to go click. And I want to see if I can join under this account. And now I'm going to log in. And 34. So I can't. Okay, so now I'm going to pay. I'm logged in successfully and I'm going to pay. And I already feel like it's not a good experience. And now I can put my credit card in here and pay with Link. And that's all I can pay with. But what I was getting at is it used to be that you couldn't sign up unless you put hi Mike, how you doing, mate? A referral code in. So they may have updated that in the last few days, which is good, and that's what I want to see. Right, so people weren't getting paid.
People weren't getting paid. The failure to deliver on basic payment functionality not only undercuts Popovich's credibility, but also raises legitimate concerns about whether the platform's infrastructure was ever ready to support the scale of operations he promised.
Yeah, so that's the problem. He's basically saying that they've got a Rolls-Royce service, all the boxes are ticked, but they didn't have it. And there were other people in the company I've heard that were trying to sort stuff out and delay the launch because they didn't want to mislead people. Let's hurry along and let's read some more. Thank you for the lovely comments in the chat room. And I did have to really, how did you say? You had to pray twice when logging in.
Clarification. Multiple members of the internal build team requested on numerous occasions that the platform not launch on July 1st. It wasn't ready, but Mike insisted and pushed ahead regardless. Multiple team members recall working 24 hours straight alongside the rest of the build team to manually upload thumbnails, configure channel assets, and prepare the platform for launch, despite knowing it was not technically ready. VIDME required complex coding and infrastructure, especially to support combined features like subscriptions and payouts. But instead of waiting for those systems to be stable, Mike launched prematurely, while continuing to make public guarantees.
Yeah, guarantee it'll be ready. You know, and you also, I've been listening to this guy's videos. He's talking like he's the company owner. He's the man. And it sounds like the man was more Chris Miller. But he was saying, I'm the man, I'm in charge here, and I've told them this, they've told us that, but we've told them that we don't want to, and blah, blah, blah.
Chris consistently cautioned users in earlier YouTube videos with language like "I can't guarantee" and "we need to be 100% sure," but those warnings were ignored.
Hey, I just want to show you thumbnails. They talked about thumbnails. So this is a couple of thumbnails that I've been working on late last night at 4:30 in the morning. That's Adnemba Uani and another guy, which I can't remember his name. But, you know, like when they're talking about uploading thumbnails for YouTube videos, it takes a long time to, I love this one. I actually put my own logo, my own shirt this time. I got sick of it. Anyway, but look at this one. Here I am. I tell ChatGPT to create me an image. The two people on the wall are the founders of the scam, and here I am doing a war room investigation. And I said, get an old box out with validus evidence. Isn't it so cool? And there's Jarvis looking freaking out. So the time consuming of creating thumbnails and uploading them does take a long time. And theoretically, it sounded like when I was listening to what they were actually doing with VidMe is they were doing all the work. The creators like me weren't logging into their account, uploading their videos and doing all the thumbnails. I spent hours doing the thumbnails. This one here, upload, pray, and get paid outside YouTube. And there's a guy with and look at this. Look at that sandwich board. It looks a bit funny, that sandwich board. Never really looked at that. MLM's only $34.99 outside McDonald's as I was driving past my motorbike. Like my leather jacket, looking pretty cool. And here he is. We are the best. We are the greatest. Lawsuits pending. And this one here, we're crushing it. Look at that. Look at the suit that he's got. You can't make this shit up. We've even got Queen of Karma in here. She doesn't realize it, but she was actually their lawyer. And she was going, no more MLMs. We did have a sign up. I'm sitting here backing her up. But Mike's going, oh, why can't we use the MLM part of it? Make me lots of money as he pours another glass of wine. I was even enjoying a beer with him that day. But Queen of Karma was the lawyer. She did a good job. Oh, there we go. So doing these thumbnails takes a long time. So I can only imagine. This one here is a pyramid. Well, I love my thumbnails. Here I am flying in trying to save a lady who's going to sign up for a travel website. There's Jarvis promoting Hyper One. There's Mike exposed. And I've got a, what do they call it? Foghorn? What do they call those things? Speaker. Freedom Ministries. Stay away from them. You'll lose your money. But aren't these thumbnails just amazing? Here I am, a Pakistani guy trying to ghostwrite my book, No Scams. And he's telling me how great they are. But yeah, we have a lot of fun doing these thumbnails. Look at this one here. So these images are the biggest, I believe is the biggest scammer in Pakistan. And these photos, you never see them in public and have photos. So I said to ChatGPT, take these photos and put them on the wall. And look what we finished up with. Isn't that amazing? I had to play around with them a little bit, but it was quite cool. Next loud, they tried to sue me for $5,000. Memory lane, let's stay focused. Let's go back to the problem at hand. Mike is the problem. Right, so Chris consistently cautioned users in an earlier YouTube videos with his language like, we can't guarantee, we need to be 100% sure, but Mike says, Michael, row the boat. Keep rowing the boat. Michael, row the boat ashore. Hallelujah.
The profit calculator incident before it was quietly scrubbed from the site. Popovich promoted a downloadable earnings estimator tool that painted a wildly optimistic picture of passive income. The VIDME income calculator encouraged affiliates to imagine exponential earnings, not through content creation, but through recruitment. Using the estimator, Popovich promised.
So listen to this. This is what he promised people if they just recruited one person a month.
If you can share this with one person a month, and they do the same, in 1 year you'll be making $33,055 annually. That's life-changing money for single mothers out there.
Oh my God, so that is the single mother. Now this is what this video was all about. When I saw that claim, imagine if you can share this with one person a month and they do and listen to the words, and they do the same. So now you've got the 144,000 effect coming into place. In 1 year, so everybody out of the gate. So let's just go Chinese whispers. If you've ever built up anything, it takes time. But he's saying within 1 year, you'll be making $33,000 annually. Isn't that just, and you're making $7 from a membership sign up. And he's claiming that you're going to make $33,000 a year. And this is the sales pitch. Just sign up now and start recruiting. This is not a creator's dream. This is a recruitment drive. However, the union calculator also stated, example, 12 members, enroll 12 members, who enroll 12 members. So there's the catch. What does it actually mean? It's a 3-tier multi-level marketing system that cannot mathematically actually work for you. It works for the 1,500 people that they signed up at the bottom of the platform, I believe.
So truth be told, this was a 3-tiered MLM, and that single mum would need to sell a grand total of 1,884 subscriptions through 3 levels of downline. And this all assumes zero churn. Not too realistic, and certainly not the easy money Popovich portrayed.
Now, I don't know if you've ever sold anything, 1,884 subscriptions. That is incredible. Do you have 1,884 subscriptions with friends? Come on, guys, figure this out. This is the shit that these people feed you, to build their wealth, not yours. Isn't this crazy? So that single mum that he was saying it was easy, not too realistic, easy money, load of bullshit. And this is the bullshit we're calling them out for. Even if the documents and the court files never find anything, it doesn't matter. Making a claim like that is an extraordinary claim that you're going to make $33,000 a year if. And the reality is, no, you can't.
Popovich made this claim twice a week on his Zoom calls for months, but he would continue to deny the MLM structure, claiming to be just a simple two-tiered affiliate plan like Walmart or Amazon, clearly a false equivalency pitch meant to intentionally deceive.
Yeah, look, and look, I've got, well, I always say I've got, YouTube state that I have 65,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I think I actually reality have 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And if you read through my website, I explain why I say that. However, I've gone back to YouTube and complained, and they've verified the fact that they have clever AI systems that clean up any unwanted subscribers from people's YouTube channels. So I said, well, I don't want the other 55 other subscribers on my YouTube channel. And they said, well, our systems will clean it up automatically 12 months later. So what I'm getting at here is I think I have about 30 people who pay me, who have joined my YouTube channel. Susie's one of them. And that is, I've been doing this for 5 years. So if I can get 30 people to sign up on my YouTube channel when I'm producing world-class content, how the hell is a single mother with low energy is going to subscribe 1,884 subscriptions to get her $33,000 a year? It's just bullshit. And that's what they're telling people.
In addition to the 2 tiers of commissions in VIDME's affiliate plan is a 25% check match bonus. This was where all the big numbers from their projections came from. How? By unlocking additional downline overrides to pay 3 levels deep. A notable revelation on the earnings calculator itself was the disclaimer stating,
yeah, it was all about that match bonus, which was impossible to get. That when the calculator went crazy. And Susie has got 8 friends because she's got no YouTube channels, no YouTube content visible to the public, and she's got 8 subscribers. Congratulate you. I'm proud of every single one of my subscribers. So that probably not focusing on that for enough for some of our viewers, but the 25% check match bonus was where the calculations that Mike was claiming was easy really kick in. And to get that check match bonus means you're going to have 100. Let's just make it really simple for people who don't understand what a check match bonus is, because I'll be honest, I don't. But I'm assuming that you get 144,000 people in heaven over here, and you have to make sure that the check match is also 124,000 members in heaven. And when you get both the same, then the calculation starts going in. So let's just say you build an army over here, then you need to build an army over here. And when those armies are the same, check match, and then the money starts kicking in. But the reality is you can't do it. It's stupid. Okay, 25% of influence bonus calculators assumes tier 1. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I better read this.
No, 25% influencer bonus calculation assumes your tier 1 and tier 2 each enroll the same number of members, which includes your tier 3 members.
Right. So I get a bit confused with that, but basically 144,000 here and 144,000 here is tier 1 and tier 2. And then the number of members include your tier 3 members. And I lose it on tier 3. Oh, goody. Look, it's got the answer right here in front of me. What is tier 3 members? We've made it easy for you, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a crystal clear admission of the 3-tiered MLM affiliate pay plan that Popovich and VIDME have denied for so long.
Yeah, so we're exposing them here today.
Nobody knows how many of these calculators were downloaded over the months, but YouTube remains littered with presenters using it.
Right, so we've got that below. We can
see attached Excel file entitled VIDME Income Estimator to see for yourself.
Yep, go for it. We'll bring it up in a minute, but we're going to just carry on reading because this is a big blog.
But then something changed dramatically. Just 10 days after the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger's first VIDME expose aired, suddenly Mike Popovich's beloved spreadsheets were all gone.
Oh, I didn't know that we actually had that expose here. So let's just go and have a wee look. 10 days, Avengers, crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger. Let's see, 10 days after. So when's that date line? 10 days after Mike aired, suddenly Mike's beloved spreadsheets are gone. So let's go here. Oh, look at those pictures, guys. Boy, I'm proud of that. Video expert say, video me. Maybe if I just search for video me. So it must have been on the, oh, look. Oh, there's Mike. Hi, Mike. How you doing? Oh, he's good. There's Chris. There's Danny and his motorbike. Oh, look, there's goats. I don't think we're going to find that in a hurry without causing lots of pain for you guys. But you can see I'm not the only YouTuber that's been talking about it. But there would have been a time when you could have actually gone in there. What have we got? Blah, 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 there. And we would have been able to go to videos. And in here somewhere, there would have been a video where we exposed them. So many videos. Oh, there's two of them. 2 months ago. I don't know. Well, let's just open that one up anyway because we can. And let's see if there's another VIDME. Oh, actually, what I can do is I can go VIDME, can't I? VIDME. Looking for yellow, looking for yellow, looking for yellow, looking for yellow. It's not very good there, I was searching. Oh, there we go. There's Patrick exposed pyramid schemes. Oh, that one there is quite funny, actually. I think we're going to get lost if we start going through these videos, just saying. But I think you need to, if you really are concerned and you're sitting here in doubt and you're thinking that Mike Popovich is a good guy and he's just been victimized by the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger and the Avenger and all the other people that don't like him anymore.
Go through, put my email address. We did this before.
Oh, yeah, watch this. This is quite funny.
And this is all about joining. There's nothing about check out our platform. Nothing about upload a video or have a play. There's nothing behind this. And that, we're going to launch on the 6th of June, we've heard now.
All right, so I just wanted to prove, because a few minutes ago I showed you how we signed up. Right? And so you can see here that we have the referral code, and you couldn't search, you couldn't sign up. Like that? Shut up, Danny, unless you had a referral code. So that's why I wanted to show you in that video. So go, then there's 10 suppliers selling the same thing. How do you know which one you can trust? So in here we speak to Patrick Lang, and Patrick Lang doesn't realize he's been broadcasted live. Basically was telling us that the income calculator is the best thing since the bee's knees, and you've got to you can't give away your content, and you've got to make money, and you need the income. And now we realize that Patrick was the instigator of this beautiful masterpiece thing. Anyway, I don't know. I would like to link that through to the article that I've mentioned there, but I don't know which one we were referring to. So anyway, let's carry on. Popovich admitted in June 12, 2025, the lawyers had ordered him to remove the tool. Why? Because it violated the key FTC guidelines. Fixed offering dollar figures tried to recruit, offering fixed dollar figures tied to recruit is a major red flag. So as he said,
we had to take it down. The lawyers told me the profit estimator could be misinterpreted.
No shit, Sherlock. God, no. Yeah, it certainly could be, Mike. There we go. Let's carry on.
This was no small slip-up. The calculator implied guaranteed income, framed success through team building, not product use, omitted earning disclaimers required by law. It mirrored income representations typical of MLM and Ponzi-style schemes, with unrealistic returns based on ever-expanding recruitment. The fact that Popovich needed legal intervention to stop making these claims shows just how far VIDME drifted from ethical marketing.
Yeah, so we'll be honest, we pushed them to the inch of their life, and we said to them, this is multi-level marketing. You're not selling videos here, you're selling multi-level marketing. He decided that he'd go get some advice from the best multi-level marketing lawyers in the world, as he put it, and they come back and said, "Oh, don't talk about that." Actually, it reminds me of the wide-mouthed frog, and I'm going to take a minute here. Have you heard the story about the wide-mouthed frog? So the wide-mouthed frog's hopping along, hop, 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 and he's in a farm property, and he walks up to a sheep, and he goes, "Hello, sheep." And he said, "What do you eat?" No, he didn't. He says, "Hello, sheep, what do you eat?" And the sheep comes back and says, "Oh, I eat lots of grass. I eat lots of grass." And then he goes, "Oh, that's really interesting." And he hops along, hop, hop, hop. And he walks up to a cow and he goes, "Hello, Mr. Cow. What do you eat?" And the cow goes, "I eat straw. I eat like a lot of silage and all sorts of good food like that." And he goes, Oh, that sounds really interesting. Thanks very much. He hops, hop, 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 walks along, and he walks up to an alligator. And he says to the alligator, "Hello, Mr. Alligator. What do you eat?" And the alligator says, "I eat wide-mouthed frogs." And the wide-mouthed frog says, "Oh, you don't see many of those around here, do you?" It's okay. Okay. Back anyway, that's my joke. It's the best joke. All right, here we go.
Company structures and obfuscation. Michael Popovich was publicly positioned as the visionary behind VIDME. However, the team that built the platform maintained that Chris Miller's original vision was centered on transparency, creator empowerment, and sustainable tech infrastructure, values that were compromised by Popovich's conduct. But corporate documents reveal a different story, one of expulsion, shadow operations, and opaque financial channels.
Oh dear, Mike, you got yourself in the poo.
On July 29, 2025, a memo from Luminous Media, LLC, VIDME's parent company, confirmed Popovich had been formally removed as a managing member. The decision came after internal audits and mounting concerns from founding leadership about fraud and misconduct. The memo directly contradicts Popovich's ongoing public claims that he still represents or leads the platform.
Yes. Oh dear, the memo reads in part, because we can't give you the real one. It's all official court documents.
The expulsion of Michael and Barbara Popovich was not taken lightly. It followed an extensive internal review of conduct that created unacceptable legal, fiduciary, financial, and reputational risk to the company and its stakeholders. The findings uncovered a consistent and alarming pattern of governance failure, misrepresentation, and non-compliance.
Oh dear, perhaps the most eye-opening part of all. Dun, da, da, da.
Personal bank accounts and credit card accounts linked to the company's primary operating account.
Oh my goodness. Let's help ourselves. Was that what they're saying?
The memo further states that Popovich's actions raised immediate legal concerns under multiple areas of federal and state law, including.
Now, you can put these into ChatGPT and you can ask it what each of these laws are, or you can just take my word for it. Naughty boy.
SEC Fundraising and Disclosure Rules, Federal Wire Fraud 18 U.S.C. Section 1343, Bank Fraud 18 U.S.C. Section 1344, Affinity Fraud Statutes, State and Federal, Securities and Deceptive Trade Practices Statutes.
A list longer than your arm.
To highlight the severity of such misconduct, consider SEC Rule 10b-5, which prohibits any act or scheme that employs any device, scheme, or artifice to defraud in connection with the purchase or sale of securities. See Luminous Media Offering, Memorandum PDF, for reference.
All right, so let's have a quick look at that. This one here is a typical, so this is an offering that they were offering in this other company, but I'm not going to go through it, but you can pause the screen or you can go to the deheck.com website and search for evangelist. You'll find the article. But this is just another pitch deck, right? So if you come through here enough and it says revenue streams we all share in, and then it says, now we talk about income claims, and then we come down to here. We've got, big name dropping, Joe Rogan. I've never heard of him. Mr. Big, Mr. Large, not Mr. Small. And it gives you these, like, we can share the most profitable YouTube channels, blah, 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 and other stuff. And look at this. Oh, my God. A very conservative, what do they say? I've got to read this paragraph here. This is just.
Very conservative year one net operating income of $2.6 million. We expect to have many more subscribers than depicted in the low-end model, but we felt a very conservative projection should be displayed.
So this is conservative. $2.6 million. I haven't even bothered to look through this. But this is what it's just a spreadsheet. It's an Excel sheet with a whole lot of numbers that mean it's a little spread all knuckle, you know what I'm saying? And the investment calculator. So that was, if you want to have a look at that and dissect that with like you dissect a frog. Now we're talking about frogs today. I actually did have a frog one, didn't I? I actually do. I'm going to show you. Now we've been talking about frogs. We're going to go to theheck.com. I'm going to tell you a story. Oh, we just sold something. Sold a TV remote for $45. I made some money. Remember, you can support me if you want to. Save me selling TV remotes for a living. But I want to show you a picture of a frog because we talked about frogs. Here it is here. This is Queen Akama's blog. She's now a co-author. And here she is. She's sitting in front of the computer and her eyes are, she's in a trance. She's got so many things to do. And she used a great example because it's all been about frogs. This frog, if you put a frog into hot water, it would jump out. But if you put the frog on the stove and then slowly turn up the heat, the frog would boil itself to death and wouldn't even know it. And that's a terrible picture of a frog. That frog looks like he's a real good frog. And if it didn't know any better, you'd think that frog's got his head outside the pot. That's AI for you. But anyway, I just wanted to share that frog story with you. All right, so when we highlight the severity of the conduct, so we can go see and read these other pitch decks that these guys have used to promote their stuff in the past. And it's just disgusting. Projections. It's like, I don't know. I watch Dragon's Den and I watch Shark. What do they call that? Shark Den? Shark something or other. What do they call that shark program? Shark's Den. And they always have people pitch their businesses, and they come out and they say, I think my business is going to be worth $2 million. And they go, well, prove it. And they go, well, I'm going to sell $300,000 the first year, and I'm going to sell $1 million next year, and then 3 years later, we're going to have $2.5 million worth of sales. And they always go back to the basics. How are you going to generate those sales? What are your advertising costs? Why do you think that the growth of the company is going to be this? Because I have a feeling that everyone's going to discover videos. Everyone's want to upload their videos to a platform that pays. We're going to take the world by storm. There's so many stupid bits and pieces I'm getting off track.
Beyond this memo, Popovich's financial history raises even more questions. In 2022, he filed a Form D with the SEC for
Shark
Legacy
Tank.
Storage Neosha, LLC, a real estate investment opportunity that reportedly raised over $620,000. To date, there is no transparent accounting linking that money to any finished project, nor any disclosure tying those funds to VIDME. Yet Popovich has continued to promote himself online as a visionary entrepreneur.
Yeah, visionary entrepreneur, my ass.
Worse still is the pattern of mixed messaging and brand manipulation. Depending on the audience, Popovich pitched VIDME as,
Yeah, so depending on the audience, we'll sell, was it sand to the Arabs and snow to the Eskimos?
a divine mission to raise consciousness through media, a creator platform offering passive income through MLM-style recruitment, a quick money opportunity for anyone willing to invest and share content.
Stop it, Velvet. Frognomics. I love it. Loving it. Frognomics. It's a Frognomic day.
Each of these narratives had its own emotional appeal, spiritual calling, entrepreneurial freedom, financial gain, but none came with verified executive leadership, regulatory filings, or audited financials.
Yeah, it's just a theory or hope. See, this is the same with the religion, you see. They give you hope. You have to have belief. You don't want to be a dream stealer. Yeah, dream stealer means that you are dreaming, brother. If you can't call me a dream stealer, if it's not a dream. We want hardcore facts. If you're going to make extraordinary claims, bring the evidence.
Popovich built a platform that looked radically different depending on who you were and what he needed from you. That's not branding genius, that's strategic obfuscation. And it's a classic marker of affinity fraud. As this Mike Popovich Freedom Ministries luminous media vidmess continues to unravel, expect more disturbing revelations. In the meantime, be skeptical, be loud, and above all, be smart with your money.
Yeah, now I don't even know what that word means.
Obfuscation.
Obfuscation. It's not easy for me to sit here and call somebody out. But I think somebody has to do that because we all have to wait for a judge to sit here, get up to speed with what this guy's been doing, and then call him out for it, or wait 2 years. In the meantime, these opportunities get away on everyone invests in them, and then they find out 2 years later, like that Validus thing. There's a lady that was promoting it. And just yesterday, I published a blog for the very first time about Validus. And Validus is claiming millions and millions and billions of dollars of fraud, whatever. Well, the promotion, the company's already rebranded itself 3 times. It's on its 3rd rebrand. And, like the time anyone is held accountable for what they've been doing in the courtroom is too late. So that's what I feel like. I'm a foot soldier and I'm here at the front in the trenches with these guys, challenging them. You said this, so back it up. You can't say that without proof. Well, that's exactly what I did. So here is all the evidence.
Documents and evidence archived for those seeking transparency. Here are the original source files that support this investigation. These documents are real, verifiable, and reflect what Michael Popovich has been working to suppress.
Yeah, so I'm just going to click on all of them, just like you can in your pleasure. We'll read through them because they are quite interesting, and then I've opened them all up in the background. I'm going to, at the very end of this blog, we'll go back to these documents that I've just opened up on the tabs.
Court summons, 25 CV 113 Popovich case, filing PDF, confirms legal action filed against Popovich with over $100,000 in damages sought. Corporate memo, Luminous Media LLC removal notice PDF, July 29, 2025 official document confirming Popovich's removal from the company.
Goodbye.
Freedom Ministries solicitation email, investment solicitation Freedom Ministries redacted PDF. A whistleblower provided record showing religious manipulation used to extract a $10,000 investment from a single mother. VIDME income estimator, VIDME income estimator XLSX. Excel spreadsheet that was the centerpiece of recruitment for months, but was removed for legal reasons. VIDME pitch deck, affiliate version, VIDME membership and referral program, presentation, PDF. The exaggerated vision document Popovich circulated to affiliates to show to their potential referrals, not to investors. SEC filing, Legacy Storage Neosha LLC 2022 Form D PDF, shows Popovich's involvement in a real estate offering unrelated to VIDME, no clarity on use of funds. Court judgment, Famright et al. V. Ripka Enterprises 2015 default ruling PDF, details of fraudulent investment led by Chuck Ripka, Popovich's ministry associate. Each document contributes to a pattern of behavior and supports the broader case against the deceptive tactics used to promote and monetize VIDME.
Yeah, so the deceptive marketing tactics and faith-based stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna click on here and listen to this.
Have you invested in VIDME or Freedom Ministries? If you've invested in VIDME or contributed to Freedom Ministries and now feel misled, pressured, or financially harmed by Michael Popovich or his affiliates, you are not alone. We encourage you to share your story, whether you have documents, screenshots, or just your experience. Every piece of evidence helps protect others from falling victim. To share confidentially, email Danny D. Heck directly at danny@deheck.com or submit anonymously via the contact form at deheck.com contact.
Yeah, so you get the idea. These are the videos that we've got embedded in this very blog. So it's a one-stop shop. And also the big thing is my disclaimer. This is what we've done this video on.
Disclaimer. How this investigation was conducted. This expose is based on confidential whistleblower evidence, internal documents, and first-hand testimony provided to me directly. While much of this information has not yet been made public, I have reviewed and verified supporting materials, including investor correspondence, financial screenshots, and private Zoom transcripts. This content is published in the public interest as a matter of investigative journalism. All individuals mentioned are presumed innocent unless proven otherwise in a court of law. Any corrections, clarifications, or right of reply will be respected. Danny D. Heck. The Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger.
Interesting communication. I got that message in there. So what we do, if we go back to, let's go to reset this. So this is my blog, and you'll see that I've obviously gone to town on it. And in here, we've got all these videos that you can hit play, and they were premiered last night. And this is Mike in here, you know, and we will have a look at those. So I'm actually going to click on all those videos, and we'll open them up, hopefully.
Anyway, welcome guys.
Welcome to
Welcome to VIDME.io. We're just
Update.
over a week old.
Shut him up
You
for a
guys
bit.
asked if I would record this, so I'm recording this.
He is recording it, and he's recording it on VIDME's account, by the way. So that was quite interesting. I'm just going to open up all these.
Hey guys, welcome. Mike here. Welcome to VIDME.io.
Let's have a look. Oops, Daisy.
Nothing about
All right, getting myself in order here. I could have done this beforehand, but it gets kind of confusing. Shut up, Danny. That's good. We're going to put all these at the very end. Put this at the very end.
Someone's already created a pretty large audience.
Stop, Danny. Stop, Danny. Right, we're all quiet. That's good. And then we'll come down to the last two. So we're going to click on that one. And there you go, mate.
How you doing?
I watched some of the... Alrighty. Okay, so I'm just going to put those at the end of my tabs. It must be... We're now going to get into some good stuff.
Premium.
So
Our
yeah,
list price is $149.
Bob's already made an account, but they removed that account, Bob. Can you still log into it? Right. Okay. Alrighty. So that was the blog as such. The first thing we're going to have a look at is the big one, is the profit calculator. So we're going to flip over to a screen. Hopefully this works. Look at that, it works. Now, I'm not a genius when it comes to Excel. In fact, I don't know why people use Excel, but it has got a thing here. But you can see this is the profit calculator where you can actually come along here and you could see the tier 1, you recruit 12 people a year, and then those 12 people also recruit 12 people a year. So if you recruit 12 people in a year, which is going to be very hard for anyone to do regardless, it's not easy to do to promote. I can't get people to sign up and pay me and give me money. Like, I get coffees, all right? I get $5 coffees. Getting somebody to sign up for a $5 coffee, I believe, is a lot easier than telling somebody to spend 35, let's say 35, I'm still saying that 34.95 a year. But if you do manage to get 12 people to sign up, you're going to get $83 a year. Oh, that's pretty good. But even getting 12 people is impossible. But then if those people are like you, and they recruit 12 people, because you don't all have the same friends, then you're going to get monthly revenue, $83. And then if those 12 people recruit 12 people, then you're going to get 600. And so is that 24 people? No, I don't even know how to work that out. But you've gone and thrown 12 people under the bus and says, sign up for this amazing profile. It's going to go to the moon and back. And they will believe you because they're friends of you, and you've never promoted any multi-level marketing in the past. And then you're going to get $83 a month. You're living the dream. But if those 12 people have the same mindset of you and they recruit 12 people as well, then you're going to get $604 a month. That is amazing money. But then if you match the 144,000 and the 144,000 and that happens, then the 25% check match bonus kicks into it, and you're going to get $2,065 a month, which will give you a grand total of $2,754 a month. And then, wait, there's more. That adds up to an annual income of $33,000 a month. So what they insinuate, ladies and gentlemen, is that you just sign up and pay $34.99, and you, a single mother at home, changing nappies, cooking dinner for the kids and all that sort of stuff, are going to make all that money. Easy peasy. That's a great reason for you to sign up and give them $34.99 a month, isn't it? Then the second part of the scheme is the influencers. So an influencer joins for $34.99 a month. And they each personal member, so if they bring 1,000 people over, I'm not even going to try to do this form. And I know that somebody called starts with C, another Chris, might be upset that I even try to give this justice. But this is the income claims that we're talking about. And you can see them on the screen. But what they're saying is you sign up 1,000 people, and those 1,000 people also sign up 12 accounts. Your monthly revenue is going to be $50,000 a month. It's just figures on a frigging calculator. But they were claiming that an influencer can make $222,000 annually by following this income claim here. And then, I don't even know, it said, let's read their claim.
This illustration is for educational purposes only and is not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Any income projections should never be considered as guarantees or projections of your actual earnings or profits, and do not include expenses an affiliate may accrue in building their business. Expenses of individual affiliates can range significantly to include enrollment fees and renewal fees. As with all business endeavors, there will naturally be those who dedicate a significant amount of time, effort, and personal funds yet still fail to generate any income.
So they have these small, disclaimers at the bottom. But my point, ladies and gentlemen, is that this income calculator was used to promote the platform like it was easy for people to attain this. I would reckon they should also have on their website how many people actually have been earning $33,000 annually. This income claim, it should be like, 3%, 5%, 15%, 25% of people who are actively marketing our platform is making X amount of dollars. Because we've seen this so many times and time again. So that was my beef on that income plan. I probably destroyed it, didn't explain it very well. But if it sounds too good to be true, it often is. So the first document here is the court documents. This court just court civil summons. So Mike Popovich has been ordered to turn up in court, and you can come through here and you can see all these court documents for your heart content. The next one is the, I think this is basically the company rules, so to speak. It's all labeled, as you may have seen already in there, but we're just telling you that we've got these documents. This was the, if you want to get a handkerchief, this is the correspondence with the solo or single mother, whatever you want to call this poor lady. We want to know whether Mike's given you your money back. Has Mike refunded you $10,000? You're a solo or a single mum, whatever you want to call yourself, but you can go through here and read the correspondence. More importantly, read it with hi, happy Thanksgiving. It's all layered with, what am I trying to say? It's all friendly, churchy belief, and you're going to heaven, give us your money sort of stuff. Go through and read that document. It is eye-watering. Right, and this is the pitch deck that Mike was using to promote the VIDME. So if you come through here, it tells you all the claims that I mentioned in the blog. You can read through them yourself. One simple membership price, access across all creators and communities. That's what they're pushing. Here they are telling you the type of people that's going to be on the platform. Go and read it to your heart's content. Referral program, 20% direct referrals, 12% extended referrals, influence bonus. Refer 10 people or more. So it doesn't even kick in until you refer 10 people or more. And unlock an additional 25% bonus. This company was built on multi-level marketing. They don't care about creators. And here they are, a game changer for creators and influencers. That's a big statement. What is a game changer? So if I sign up, it's going to change my life? Doubt it. And there we are. So that's the PDF document. Here, I don't even know what this document is, but it looks pretty official to me. These are all, I think this is, I don't even know what they are, but I think this is showing you how he's either kicked out of the company or it's another court document. I don't need to get into all this, but here's another. So this was previous documents where he's been involved in other stuff. So you can go read that
Some of the
yourself.
people are consumers. You
Right.
can do both here, which is exciting.
All right, so what I've done is I don't want this video to go on all day long, and it gets a bit crazy if we do, but I've put these videos out for you. I have put them into social media, into what do we call?
If you choose to, you can.
I have put them into AI. I've what have I done? I have extracted
You can use
the
either one.
transcript out of every single one of these videos. I have asked ChatGPT to give me the timestamps to all the claims that he has made and making, and we're not going to do all of them, but I just want to show you, if you tuned into one of these videos, that's just a video, and you listen to Mike rave on for a wee bit, you will see that he's just saying whatever it takes to get people behind this project of his so he can profiteer, and that's my opinion. Let's have a listen and see what some of these say.
It's like when Chris came to me, boy, I guess it was September last year. I'm not sure. And just said, hey, right now he's a social media expert. They manage 100 million plus subscribers on YouTube alone. And we're just talking about ideas to really launch something different, to really disrupt the industry, and we just said, you know what, let's do something that everyone can benefit from, whether they're a content creator or just a consumer. 99% of the people are consumers. You can do both here, which is exciting. But most of the time, if you're just a consumer, for instance, and you're watching content on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, you're just a consumer. You're really not making money. And so we wanted to do both. And so we took a couple different concepts. It may sound corny to some of you guys, but we said, you know what? Social media isn't going anywhere. It's growing like crazy. Why don't we use the platform to honestly help people? And that's what we started out with. And when we read The Map of Consciousness by David Hawkins, go through it. And then once you log in, you're going to get to this affiliate dashboard. I'm already logged in. I created a test account. There's a couple things I want to show you here.
And you can see the username is Freedom1 because all these accounts have been set up ready for when this goes large for him to profiteer from the 20% commission. So he's going to be basically, he's going to be at the top of the pyramid. Now, it's going to get lost if we go through all these videos, but you can watch them to your heart's content, but you get the idea. But you can see the main focus on all his videos is telling you how much money you're going to make. If I was a creator like I am, I would want to see how the platform works, how I upload my videos, how I edit my videos, how the videos can be shared to other influencers, how I can comment on videos. None of that has ever been seen. And to this day, I still haven't seen the back end of the system as a YouTuber. You know, how do I log in? How do I set up my API key so I can stream into the platform? Can I stream into the platform? All these questions. How do I create a poll in my there? Like I've got a poll in here at the moment. And I said in the poll that we've got in the chat room, it says, what was Mike really preaching with VIDME? And it's your Althal Recruit Daily. Blessed be the downline. Miracle, return on investment, or bust. Amen, and auto debit. And 50% of people so far, out of the 12 votes that we've had in this live, think that Althal Recruit Daily. So isn't that quote? So if you haven't done the poll, please do so. But I think you get the idea. So that's just one of them.
Is platform referral link. That is the, I'll show you. That'll take you actually to the platform. The affiliate intro link will take you to the former affiliate link, the landing page that we had. So let me just show you that. So if I copy this link,
it's pretty boring. I'm just going to flip through here.
Your kids know this is going to happen. You know, it's kind of like when Chris and I first started talking, he said, content and eyeballs, who can capture attention on the internet are going to make billions of dollars. You know it's happening. It's going to hit 500 billion with or without you. The question is, do you want to be a part of it? I just raised my hand and said yes.
So you should raise your hand and say yes as well. This is fear of missing out tactics. It's the same shit, different day. I see this every day in these Zoom meetings. We gate crash Zoom meetings, and we're going to gate crash some in a few minutes. As long as I don't forget this very important note that's on my desk, and that is here, cut, pixel. Got to take them to the hairdressers. But anyway, that's one video you can listen to. The next one is everyone. So let's have a listen to this. Let's go.
As long as they're a member, $7 every month. Everybody they refer, you get another 12% or just over $4. As soon as you have 10 personally referred customers or members, we just wanted a way to actually create more profit. We called it an influencer bonus. Is basically you get an extra 25% of everything that your personal referrals make. Now, like I said, just run the numbers yourself. If you get $7 for every personal referral every month, and this is some of the real-time stuff we're going to show you in the videos that you can show to creators, they'll get excited about, because on YouTube, you need about 1,000 views to make $10 for the average person. One member makes 7 here. 2 members makes 14. And then they can share it with people where they get another $4 and then another 25%. So it can add up pretty fast, guys. Like I said, if you just want to casually do it and share this with a couple people a month, or, you know, some of you guys on here are put in 50 to 100 people already in July. So you can do some pretty cool things if you want. You can do it as fast or slow as you want. Now this gets really interesting if you are already a creator or an influencer. And let me just explain this. The average person, like I said, isn't an influencer, doesnwe have a big audience.
Naughty karma.
But everybody knows people who knows people who knows people who all of a sudden, like we were in Aspen over the 4th of July and staying in a condo, and this lady was there, and and we just started talking, and so we just said, "Hey, are you alone?" She's like, "Yeah, my kids aren't here," and she's retired, and I was like, "Why don't you come to dinner with us?" And so she came to dinner with us, and we started talking, and it's fascinating who she knows. She's like, "What do you do?" And we were kind of explaining it to her. She's like, "Oh, you need to talk to this person. I know you need to talk to this person." It's just
So this sort of pisses me off a wee bit. So we go back to the original blog, and the very start of this original blog that I read out earlier on. Where is it? Is it gone? Oh, hello. Where's it gone? We're missing bits. Well, I chopped something out. I don't know. VIDME. Oh, I thought I had a blog. I must have gone through this. VIDME. Jump to it. Where's my jump to it part? Hold on. Search for the word jump. Oh, how come that's here? Anyway, if you go to here,
going on here.
What he just
Now,
said.
let me just show you a personal thing. This is kind of cool. I was telling Brent and Leslie.
Listen to this.
We were up. Oh, real like, God, this isn't even hard to do it. That's what our accountant in. So here's the power of this. Hey, we have $1 billion brand. Thank you, Father. We see it as a completely done. Got done, so I'm sitting at the pool, and these wealthy businessmen from Montreal were sitting at the pool, and they started chit-chatting. They're like, hey, you know what? We have the best tickets at the Suns game tonight right on the floor. You need to.
So if you listen to this video, he's saying a very similar story to this story, claiming that he's met some wealthy people and they thought this was a fantastic thing. I mean, there's patterns here of deception everywhere you can think of.
Fascinating how this opens up. Now watch this. If they're a micro influencer by like my son who has 122,000 subscribers, I think, which is not big, that's why they call it micro, or
120,000 subscribers. I don't know about you, but if I had 120,000 real subscribers, I'd be absolutely over the moon. Why don't you put your son's YouTube channel here and show us what he's actually doing? Hey, look, listen to these videos. I'm sick of listening to
you have
Mike.
1 million subscribers. Some of you guys are, I know you've referred it to some of these people that we're having conversations with that have 20 million subscribers.
I'm sorry, who has 20 million subscribers? I know CoffeeZilla. He has, I think, 4.2 million. We've got Jim Brownings. He's got 4 million subscribers. Who's got 20 million subscribers? Joe Rogan. Has he got 20? So who the hell is he talking about who's got 20 million subscribers?
Here's what's pretty cool. As much as they make or you think they make on the traditional platforms, they're typically tired. They typically have to keep producing reels and shorts and posting all the time to stay relevant. And they're desperate to create community. How do I create something residual? That's what they all want. This is ongoing, guys. They own the commissions. There's no algorithm to chase here. So think about that. If they get $7 for everybody they refer, just like a Patreon. What's different here, guys, is let's say I'm talking to a family tomorrow that's pretty influential that in business as well as if I said the name, you guys would know one of the the most successful rock bands in the world, literally.
Right, that's an extraordinary claim. So what band were you talking about there, Mike? Another name drop, secret, it's all creating hype. It just goes on and on and on. That's enough in that video. You can go watch it yourself. And another video here, what do we got?
Or you can just click on those videos that we're creating.
Here we go.
Intro link, platform referral link. You can use either one, or you can just click on those videos that we're creating to send to anybody you want. You can do as much as you want. I think where you really want to go, if you go to earnings, I don't register anybody with this. This is just to show you. But if you were part of the handful of people that launched in June, you could go to your earnings and go to commissions. And I'm just going to show, it's going to show you zero here, but if it actually had commissions, you could request withdrawal, and those are getting paid.
So this is a really, I think, a really prudent question. Is Mike's one of the founders of this company? Surely he must get a commission of some sort every time somebody signs up. But when he's doing this very video, he set up a dummy account. Why isn't he logged into his real account and showing you how that works?
Paid out this week, which is kind of exciting. There's like I said, it was only open for a few days in June, but there's people that got hundreds of dollars in just a couple days just to show you that it works, which is pretty cool. The main thing you're going to want to go here is go to resources, affiliate tools. Okay. So if you're foreign, different markets, you might want to take a look at this. iPayout, e-wallet, that's what we're using. It's a global platform to share affiliate earnings with people. And you can go, pretty much almost any country in the world where we're allowed to do business, where there's not a strict intervention with the U.S. you can get paid out in multiple currencies, Bitcoin in a lot of cases. If that interests you, already existing Visa, Master, plus your own life, like your marriage starts to plus your own
All right,
life.
so let's speed this up because we've got some more
We
action
really
coming
mean
up.
that.
You get
On
the
top of your
idea? All right, so now we're here again. We're just going to go through these last videos.
Podcasts, community events, but we also wanted to be transformational. So we have a bold vision to impact 1 billion people. And
They have a bold vision to impact 1 billion people. Sounds good to me. Let's do
that's
it.
just been something we've always wanted to do, is like, what if we could use social media? We all know where it's going. We all know how exponentially it's growing. We all know how viral it continues to go today, and it's only going to get bigger as access around the world happens. Or YouTube or any of those at the beginning where you could pay a
So it is basically, so this video that I did the other day, this was just another one. This was just all introducing this video and this video. So that's not really of interest, but I've put
share it
that
with
in the
1,000
video.
people who shared it with a handful of people. The numbers get so big that the attorney's like, I would recommend you not show that, even though it's true. So we're going to ask that you guys really follow our lead on this one. We just decided to take the most conservative route. Like I said, it's been gray.
Yeah,
going, hey, you
and
can
so
show
did the
this.
company, Mike. They decided to take the most conservative route, and that was to get rid of you and your exaggerated income claims. So I think pretty good. I think we've destroyed Mike. Like good. This video was quite interesting. I think we managed to get Mike on a phone call with us. Do we? I don't even know what that video is about, but it says Patrick Lang and Mike Popovich push multi-level marketing pyramid schemes diagnosed as an affiliate program. So I think we've done pretty cool. This was a great conversation. If you want to look at this one, Patrick Lang exposed. Patrick Lang says to be the mastermind behind a multi-level marketing income calculator. And obviously Mike's picked up with it and tried to run with it and tripped over and landed on his face and spilled his red wine all over him. This video here was friggin' hilarious. We managed to be in a Zoom meeting with just Patrick Lang and a sales guy selling a travel program. It was wicked. And he didn't realize we were there until the very end. But it was a crack up because we recorded the meeting and he was trying to sell him a platform so he could sell it to his community. But listen to the end of this.
Not just retirement, but also people that have online businesses. It's being very popular, the VIP memberships.
Okay.
Perfect.
Check out those two.
Petra's going to have a heart attack now.
See.
He sees these
Who's Ali Mashni?
Who's Ali
Is that your
Mashni?
guy?
No. I thought he was your AI person or something.
I don't know who this guy is.
I don't know.
So it was funny.
All right, so that
So I
was
was basically in this meeting for 20 minutes, and these two guys were talking about how much money they're going to make and how he's going to sell it to his community. He was trying to entice him to buy a $150,000 package that he could do a multi-level marketing campaign on. At the end of the day, they agreed to buy a $1,500 package for the same price of a $150,000 package. It was absolutely ridiculous, but it's all multi-level marketing, guys. This guy, Patrick Lang, and Larry Lane, they're just all in the same bed as with Mike Popovich. So I hope you've enjoyed that blog. That blog is the biggest blog I've ever done in my life. It literally has just, world-class photos coming through. I mean, look at this. The evangelist, getting you emotionally involved. He's giving people the dream. He's sitting there guzzling wine, buying his wife fur coats and all the other stuff. He's telling people they're crushing it when they're not. He's telling them that they're going to be number one, and he's going to get lawsuits from, all the other platforms. And here he is with a billboard outside McDonald's because he's a washed-up scammer. And that's the last you're ever going to see of him. Hopefully in bed, he's no longer going to have anything to do with VIDME. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, that's Danny the Heck, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I hope you've enjoyed my episode here on Mike Popovich, a faith-based stealer who's now facing and demanded to appear in a courtroom. Remember, go to my website, download the files, read the evidence for yourself. If you've been a victim of Mike Popovich and you've been part of his faith, based ministry practices and he's asking you for kind donations, please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. If you are the solo mum or the single mum, as they put it, and you are, disheartened that you've lost your $10,000, why not reach out to Mike and ask for your money back? Mike, why don't you give back some of the loot back to this poor single mother? Because you were brought up in a family with 7 kids and your mother was a single mother and you have a real soft spot for these single mothers. Well, why not do the right thing and give back this lady's $10,000 donation in this get rich quick, guaranteed promise miracle, must have a good vision system. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone in the chat room. It's been a hoot, and we'll see you in the next video.